Gather round, children, gather round. Your father, yeah, grace you with stories of victory and defeat. Glory! Worship. It's time for the late night boxing talks. I bought all this stuff for Thanksgiving. That's why there was a little gap there, but I still managed to squeeze out 4 episodes of the relay, which was the goal. I set these little goals periodically throughout the week, and it just gives me a little chubby whenever I meet those goals that I want to get out 4 episodes of the relay and do a live. I was only debating whether or not I wanted to upload the 4th episode first, or did I want to do the live, then upload it afterwards? But in the end, I just said, hey, fuck it. Some people might want to watch the live. Some people might want to watch that last episode about Javante Davis's latest domestic abuse case and how there is CCTV. There is a video. For those that are not all caught up, I would advise you to go watch the video. I've already read through the entire article, so you don't have to look it up yourself. And couple of jokes in there. One other story. Shout out to Real Talk, shout out to TL, shout out to Michelada Jesus, que lo que es niño, el rey del Thomas, Herb, what it do, Don, what it do. You know what I'm saying? Slums, what it do? We in the slums. Espinoza. Hell yeah, I'm taking a day off from the gym, which means I have nothing to do with myself. You could jerk off. You could always jerk off, Real Talk. There's a lot of porn out there. You can't watch most of it because you're in Texas, but you could find something. Ain't shit. And yeah, I always set these little goals for myself. I could always, you know what I mean? Shout out to Luisito Mosqueda. Gay Michael said, I told y'all he had power. Fight goes 12. Yeah, Michael, he be doing too much switch side, and that's why motherfuckers get mad at him. He wondering, why have I been paid 2 times to kick him off the panel? Because he be switch siding. He picked Brian like everybody else picked Brian, so that when Devin scores a knockdown, he takes his shirt off and puts baby oil all over his chest. Big Dick Dev, yo, Big Dick Dev. Go, Bevin. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so for those that are not all caught up with what's going on with Javante Davis's situation, you can watch the last episode of the relay that not only details that there is CCTV of the incident, but what else they're trying to do, what else is going on. Shout out to my mans and them Killer B, showing some love for all these live streams you're giving us during the holiday season. Hey, I appreciate it, man. It's some stories that I just can't get to in an episode of the relay because I just don't think they're relevant enough or they're big enough. Like one story that's out there right now is that the IBF, because they couldn't get Daniel Dubois to fight Frankie Sanchez, now what they ordered was Jared Anderson versus Frankie Sanchez. You might have come across that story earlier today, but Dan Rafael already said, yeah, that shit fake. They not talking. They not negotiating. So what it looked like is the IBF ordered it, but there's no motion for that shit. And, we ain't seen Jared Anderson since he fought that roofer that he went the distance with, the guy where he was like, yo, I ain't trying to go the distance with this guy. The last time we seen him. And that was a couple of months ago. That's the only fight that he had since Martin Bacoli jareded his Anderson. And you know that I don't know if that fight is going to happen. I don't know that fight is going to happen. The virtue of that fight, the reason that you would do it and fight somebody as pesky as a Frankie Sanchez is because you want to fight for the IBF. It's an IBF final eliminator. So if it's somebody that wanted to do that, it's because, I want to fight for that title. But Jared Anderson don't want to fight for that title, I don't think. I don't think Jared Anderson want to fight, like, at all. I think he want to be a full-time drug dealer or something. Like, yeah, you trying to do some other shit. You ain't really for this boxing shit. So I don't really think that fight is going to happen. And they're probably going to have to keep going down their ranks to find somebody who's willing to fight Frankie. But I think they're going to come up short. I do. Because Frankie is more trouble than he's worth. He just is. And you would do this to do what? To get in line to fight for the IBF that Usyk still has, you know? Somebody might say, "Well, listen, I make more money fighting this guy or fighting that guy than fighting fucking Frankie Sanchez." I thought Daniel would beat Frankie Sanchez. I thought he was gonna do the fight because I'm like, yeah, Daniel could beat that dude. He could beat that dude. And I was surprised when he decided not to do it. It's probably because either he's gonna fight Fabio Wortley or he's gonna fight Anthony Joshua next year. It got to be a reason he decided not to do that because I could see the incentive for Daniel to want to do that fight. Like, yeah, I get to fight for my old belt. I'm probably not going to fight Usyk for it. He'll probably drop it if I become his mandatory. He didn't fuck me up 2 times. I don't think he want to fuck me up again. You know. So there's an incentive depending on who you are. But for Jared Anderson, nah, I don't see it. I don't see it because I don't think Jared Anderson want to fight, much less become a champion. I remember an article from over a year ago from before he fought Martin Bacoli. And he said, yo, he just want to get in and get out. He's not about the titles and all that, all that typical shit. He said in the article, he not out about all that shit. He trying to get in, make some money, and then get out. So he was never long for the sport of boxing. And for well over a year, leading up to the Martin Bacoli loss, he was showing you that he's unraveling, that he's not long for the sport. They put you in front of Roy and you started crying. And you ain't really been under pressure yet. Jared Anderson had not yet been under pressure. They were putting you through the grooming process. They put you in there with a former champion of Charles Martin, and off top, he started unraveling. When that's the kind of fight that if you're world class and you got what it takes to make it to the top, then you supposed to win that one easy. They like to say bad things about Anthony Joshua, who was the first to beat Charles Martin. They say a lot of bad things about that kid, but pay attention that the only one who beat the fuck out of Charles Martin easy, the only one that did it was Anthony Joshua. Everybody else struggled with that guy. Adam Kovnowski struggled with him. Luis Ortiz struggled with him. Jared Anderson struggled with him. The only one who wrapped him up easy was Anthony Joshua. Only one. And that's the guy they like to take shots at. They got a list out there right now. I'm going to pull it up for you guys. They got a list out there right now. I'm going to show it to y'all before I post the joint. Yo vi que la Zule Murmina está, she's working out. Está rica, coño. El diablo. El diablo. Shout out to the homie. No, I got love for the homies. What movie is that from, y'all? I always got love for the homies. What movie that's from? I always got love for the homies. Shout out to the homies, homie. The most overrated boxers. Shout out to Drew. Cornbread posted a new fire and Villain is hating. I think he's a Claggett. Let me go look at it. Let me go look at that joint right now, homie. I gotta go. Oh, hold up. Whoa, hold up. I'm about to. I'm about to pull that joint up right now, homie. Hold up. I'm about to show y'all what Drew talking about right here. Give me a second. About to show y'all right now. Show y'all right now. Give me a second. Claggett! Claggett! Bang bang. Right? See, Drew got good taste, man. Shout out to Drew. Drew got good taste. I don't know what villain has against this joint, to be real with you. I don't know what he got against that joint. You know what I'm saying? Ella es linda, ella es alta, tiene culo, tiene mulo, ojo lindo, teta grande, todo bueno. I don't know what villain has against that joint. I don't really understand. Que ella se está encuerando en el OnlyFans. Ah, bueno, está bien, pero tú no te tienes que casarte con esa tipa to admire. It's like you could know that a plate of food is good without eating it. You feel me? And you could appreciate that. You could know that a restaurant is good, even if you're not gonna go there that night. You could know and you could acknowledge that. That's all I'm saying. So I don't really understand what villain got against that joint, you know? Ella es bella. Mira eso, mira esa teta que ella tiene, Dios mío, esos mulos, esos pies lindos, todo bueno. You know, I don't get villain's perspective on that joint. I really don't. I don't understand it. What do you think, Caesar? Dímelo tú, manín. Ella no es linda. Ella es linda. Le gusta fumar hierba, le gusta que le lamben el toto. Todo bueno, cosa buena. I don't understand. ¿Qué? Ella es bella, ¿qué? I don't understand villain when it comes to that joint. He really don't like that joint. I don't get it. Like, no, ella es bella. Culo grande. Ojito lindo, todo bueno, todo bueno. I don't get it. I don't know. You know, like I'm a different kind of guy. Like I'm just an honest kind of guy. Like, yeah, she fine motherfucker. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that. Like, yeah, she's fine motherfucker. You may not like her profession or her lifestyle, but hey, man, judge not, yet lest ye be judged. Let he who does not watch porn cast the first stone. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Shout out to the Gooch. Big Gooch in the Bill Disney. She's a joint. Yes, yeah. Like she's a joint. You know, Drew really likes her. He wants to take her out on a date. And you know, Drew is very open with his admiration for her aesthetic. And Villain does not agree with him. He feels that she's a slut, that she's this and she's that. And you know, I don't get that. Like, bro, they like, let's be honest, that they're all kind of sluts. I mean, I'm not, you know, and not even on a misogyny tip. I'm just saying, like, bro. I mean, like that's the, you know, I don't know. You know, like we should invite her to the live, Drew, to discuss this shit. You know, you get a chance to poly with her, like, hey, what it do? You know, I get to mediate. I would like to stage a debate between her and Villain. That would be fucking dope. That shit would be dope. A debate between her and Villain. That shit would be lit. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna debate about, but they clearly don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. You know? We are live. I'm gonna post this shit to the joint. For some reason, Twitter has a new feature to where if you post a YouTube link on it, where before they were making people pay to be able to broadcast YouTube to Twitter, now all you gotta do is post the link and it's live. Like, dog, I don't know. I'm an old motherfucker. I don't be knowing. All I know is I bought the Thanksgiving shit. Right? You gotta be thanks for the giving. And yeah, Villain, you gotta come up off of that, bro. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know why you mad at that joint, bro. I don't really get. I don't know where you coming from on this one. You know, we agree on a lot of things, but we don't really agree on this. Like, ain't nothing to be mad at there, dog. That's a 7-course meal right there, dog. That's a 7-course meal right there, dog. Don't be acting like no Mork ass buster. Mork ass buster. That's how they talk on the West Coast and shit. Don't sit, trip. Yo, didn't I fucking post a link just now? What the fuck is y'all scared to click that shit? Motherfucking real talk scared to click that shit on the rest day? Click it! Click it! Crypto, what it do, bro? That you crypto?
Yo, what's up? What's up, Juice?
Yo, give me your opinion. Ain't this some good prime meats right here? You
Sheesh.
know what I'm saying? Am I bugging? That's
That
good
nigga said
eats.
did not post the link. Why don't nobody want to talk to me?
Yeah, real talk. Be usually real talk turning in the country. He be the first one here now. What you think? What
No,
you think
I gotta
about
stay
that, Herb?
quiet because my girl's snoring and
Of
shit.
that,
What
I
you
like
think
the
about?
other.
That's
That's
good, right?
yeah, I like the other one.
Let me get the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why Villain don't like that joint. Like I don't
Yeah,
get it. You
that's
know what I'm saying?
that's
That's good eats, bro. Shit.
special.
That's that's
That's
good.
high protein.
That's good protein, bro. That's good protein powder right there. You know what I'm saying?
I
I don't, I
told.
don't I don't know. You know, I don't know what he got against that joint. I think it's because you know what it is. It's that a joint like that is living life on easy mode. You know what I mean? She go to the gas station. You know it's gonna be some simp motherfucker. Hey, baby girl, you want me? You know what I'm saying? You want me to pay for your gas? You know what I mean? Go to the restaurant. Hey, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably just don't like that old girl living on easy mode, sort of, because of her aesthetic and cause she OnlyFans in this shit. But it's like, bro, what's the difference between an OnlyFans girl and a stripper? You tell me. What's the difference? And
Right.
I don't have no animosity towards strippers because like, nah, that's the oldest profession, bro. Pussy has been a commodity for all your life, real talk. And all your life. Crypto, pussy is the oldest product that we're all buying. So, like, well, not buying, you know what I mean, though. Like,
Yeah.
man, it's pussy, bro. Like the fuck.
That's right.
The only shit more popular than white tees in the summer is pussy. It's pussy.
That's right.
You like pussy, right? Real talk, it's good shit.
Real does real talk really like pussy?
That's a good question. You see
Right.
how quiet he got? I don't know what y'all talking about. Fuck is y'all talking about? I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh,
Pussy.
never heard of. I never heard of that term.
I don't know what's going on here. Y'all bugging.
Who y'all talking about?
What y'all talking about over there? I ain't talking to them, ma.
Eh,
They bugging.
Who
You
was
know what I
that girl
mean?
though? Who was that girl though, Jules?
No, es una tipa del internet, manín, que Drew le
Ah,
encanta la tipa. She's like a joint, she's got like an internet thing. She's a random girl on Twitter. Pero ella es bella. Y Drew le habla a la tipa, le gusta el culo, toda la cosa. Normal
uh,
stuff. But for some reason, her and Villain, they had like an argument or something. And I don't know. Like, maybe she's a
what?
Democrat or something. I don't know, bro. I don't understand. I don't
I
get
thought,
it, you know?
yo, for a second, I almost thought it was Taylor Swift. I was like, nah, that can't be. That
No, Taylor
cannot
no
be
tiene
Taylor.
carne así, esa carne
Nada,
asada, no.
nada de carne.
Esa nalga, coño. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. But they had a list, guys. They had a list of the most overrated boxers, and at the very top of the list was Adrian Bronier. Do you guys agree with the contention that Adrian Bronier
Mm,
is the most
Number one.
overrated boxer of the last 25 years? Do you
I
agree with
say,
that?
I would say Wilder. If we
Mm,
switch Wilder to Brown to number one, yes, that would
Wilder
be
is at
great.
number two, so you're not far off. He is at number two.
He should be one.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah,
Wild.
Broner had something going for himself when he had, beating up on
I
them
mean,
135 pounders.
Right.
the thing is that the accusation of being overrated is a subjective one.
how they got Ronda
Overrated,
Rousey? How they got Ronda
overrated
Rousey?
because it's the most overrated. Roy, you right. Why is Ronda Rousey in there? That
What
don't
the
Ronda
fuck?
ain't no boxer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't make
And
The thing is
Rondo
though,
shouldn't be in there. Rondo
Broner,
shouldn't be in there.
facts. You know why, Jules? Because if it wasn't for Ronda, Conor McGregor would have never got paid a mill either. She was like the
Not
first
it.
one to get paid a
I
mill.
got listen. I got love for Rondo. I'm be real. I got love for Big Rondo.
Rondo.
I got love for Rondo. You know
Fucking
why?
stupid
Because
nigga. I
um,
swear to God. I can't stand you, nigga. I can't stand you, bro.
I got love for Rondo. Yo, listen, Rondo was a vibe, bro. Big Rondo was beating these bitches up,
that shit
it
was
was
too.
that shit was
Yeah.
a moment. Like she was fucking, and the shit is that whether you like MMA or not, because I really don't watch that shit. That shit is like really fucking gay.
Real talk kind type of gay, yeah.
Type
I
shit.
ain't say I didn't say that real talk. I know you getting brolic out here trying to fuck
That
people up,
was
but
real
he
talk
said that.
gay.
That wasn't
Not
me
gay,
that
but
said
real
that,
talk
He
bro.
gay.
said getting brolic.
You getting this motherfucker getting cacked. I ain't even playing. Y'all be careful wearing this motherfucker. what I was gonna say was Ronda deserves her flowers. I know a lot of people want to shit on Ronda, but I don't like. Nah, Ronda really opened the door that was not really
That's
open. Open.
that's what I said
Facts.
when she was on her prime. I said, why is everyone hating on her? I mean, she's the only woman that's doing this, and she's opening the sport to new customers and shit. And now that her fall down, yeah, that's her fall, but
Yeah,
damn,
you could say it's not crazy to say that Ronda was overrated because they had her beating Floyd Mayweather. So in that we're like, yeah, yeah, y'all bug
mhm,
like yeah, y'all bugging. But I don't hate Big Rondo. Rondo did it. Rondo did it big time, big time. Like yeah, for the ladies and for the fighting. Big Rondo was a vibe, bro. That was like Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff with
right.
the leather jacket. Like that was a
Nah, I
vibe,
mean,
She
if you
bro.
she
want, if you want me to keep it real with you, Wade, like the same reasons we um that we don't like Clarissa Shields, it's the same reason the MMA community doesn't fuck with Ronda Rousey. You
Really?
know,
I
yes,
would never know that if you
no,
didn't
that's
Mm,
say that.
exactly why,
I
bro.
would
She's
never
very
know
full
that
of
if you didn't say
herself.
I
that.
would say that, but
She's very
nah, it's not even close. Ron,
delusional. She
I heard
I don't
thinks
think
she's gonna
Ariel,
so.
handle the
Ariel,
losses.
Ariel Hawaii said that a part of the reason that people turned on her, it's not even because she lost, it's because she turned into a recluse after that. You know that she didn't do the post-fight interview, and she didn't do no media for the comeback fight with Amanda Munoz, or was it Cyborg? One of them.
No, it
Yeah,
was
Amanda.
Nunez.
Amanda.
Nunez.
Yeah, yeah, that she didn't do no meet, and it's like, yo, how you going to? And you know the MMA, they don't care about O's in the MMA, so it's okay if you lost. Like, bitch, it's okay. Motherfuckers out here losing all the time. Didn't Tom
Hmm.
Aspinall
And
always
then you
lose?
didn't even hear her last interview of like only a few weeks old now. She went on to bash the MMA fans, talking about how oh, the MMA fans are a
Oh,
very what have you done for me lately type of crowd, that once you lose that you ain't shit, you were never shit. And it's like, no, bitch, you just did, like, you didn't even give the
mhm.
fans an opportunity to appreciate you.
She
You
wasn't
literally
humble,
disappeared
basically.
and shit.
Yeah,
While Chuck Liddell is revered, bro. GSP is revered,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
fucking
yeah.
Chuck Liddell,
yeah,
he
like,
been had a bad haircut.
yeah. So
GSP,
she's trying to
he
pretend
was in
like the
Civil War, bro. He fought fucking Steve Roy
the fucking
Rogers.
Mohawk.
Y'all seen the fight with Steve Roy Rogers, right?
Yeah.
You seen
No.
that fight?
I
You
mean,
didn't see
I
the
did.
fight?
I don't know about these
That was a
niggas.
good fight. That yo fucking GSP was giving Cap some business. Like he was doing some shit. He did
Um,
some kicks and shit. It was a good
but
fight.
the difference
Hell yeah,
between
Captain America
Ronda
too.
and Clarissa, though, Ronda actually sold. She will sell. She has
Yeah,
Exactly.
like
ticket
like
sales.
that's the shit that like Clarissa is a phony baloney. Like that. You know why I give Rondo her flowers over Clarissa? Cause she really did open the door. And Clarissa, somebody opened the door for you, and you try really hard not to acknowledge that. You talk about your 2 gold medals all the time, but you don't get to win none of them if not for Katie Taylor. And
I think the
that's not
issue
an
is that
opinion. No,
the
the
issue is
issue
that
is I'm
Rondo
in.
was a
No, the issue
pioneer.
is that I'm in the middle of a sentence.
My fault, cuz.
Katie opened that door for you, and your bum ass fans that live in Flint, Michigan, bathing in Flint water. You imagine bathing in Flint water, bro?
Ugh.
Motherfucker got a lighter. That's your
Fucking
ass
hard
if a
water.
Is it
motherfucker
still
light a light.
poisonous? Is it still
Imagine,
toxic?
ima-
You imagine if a motherfucker just he smoking a cigarette, he flick a little bit of ash, bah, he
Bah.
roll up. You know what I'm saying? Like a
imagine,
hibachi grill. Shout out to my man Julio, most underrated fighter, Nico Ali. What he is? Did y'all know he's
Oh,
Ali's grandson?
Shut the fuck
yes,
up, bro.
but he got knocked out, didn't he?
Well, something happened to him. He got a fucked up hairline or something. Like he always getting braids and shit. Get out of here, bro. You look like Busy Bone. You look like Busy Bone retarded cousin. And I'm gonna say everybody. Oh,
Retarded bone. Retarded bone.
I'm gonna say everybody. Right, right. Check it out. Rondo deserves. I know that Rondo is obnoxious.
Mm,
Rondo is obnoxious, and Rondo was overrated. But I know that she did it big time for the women. Like she did. She really opened a door. She was one of the few women combat sports
yep.
athletes that was getting big money, and it wasn't fake. Like, oh, somebody just giving you that or they pushing you. No, you generated that because people really
Yeah.
cared about you. They wanted to see you fight. You know what I'm saying? And she's a badass white girl, and I think she deserves her flowers. I do. Like you would eat out Ronda Rousey, right, Caesar? You would eat her out, right?
No, she's a fine woman. It's just that like her problem was that she was a pioneer, but she wasn't the best, and she couldn't handle not being the best,
That's
and
okay.
she was a sore loser type shit. So it's like the fans couldn't respect her based on that
I
shit.
don't
You know
think
what
it
I'm
was
saying?
that. I feel like Dana White. I feel like Dana White set her up. Like how she get her ass whooped by Holly Holmes. The first, I think that was
Nah,
the first girl to beat her.
nobody thought that
And
was
No
gonna
Rousey.
setup,
happen.
nothing.
Crypto,
Nah,
nobody thought that.
No, no,
Only
no, no.
look,
I'm saying
no, wait.
no. No,
But you said he set her
I'm saying she
up.
took her ass whipping. No, I'm saying listen to what I'm saying. And UFC, like you said, the losses don't matter. So they always love to make a star off of another star's back because they don't have stars like that. So that's the only way they can make stars.
Yeah, but what you
Ronda
saying that he was
Rousey was
trying?
moving the.
Wait. What you saying that he was trying to make Holly a star? I don't think so, homie. I don't think
No,
that.
no, no. Listen to what I'm saying. I say after she got her ass whooped that night from Holly Holmes, I don't know how much of an underdog Holly Holmes was,
Just
that
big
she whooped
underdog.
her ass. You
Mhm.
know, her comeback fight is Amanda Nunez. What the fuck is that?
That's her fault, my God. Yo, de verdad, maning. If
it's
Rondo
not her
wanted a,
fault, bro.
if Rondo wanted a rematch with Holly, she could have had it. If Rondo wanted to come back against a tuna
That's
sandwich,
true.
she could have did because of the money, bro. Like UFC fighters don't generate a lot of money. It's really only two that you could say, yeah, they were superstars,
But
Connor.
but don't
and
forget, Dana
Rondo.
White's a dick. Dana White's a dick, and if he don't get what he wants, he's not gonna pay you.
Bro, you're goofy,
If you
bro.
don't get
You're
the
goofy.
matchup
Dana
he
Crypto,
White
but
wants,
loves Ronda
crypto,
he's not
Rousey.
getting
look,
paid.
crypto. The real shit is you would eat out Ronda Rousey. You would, right?
And
Come
she had me in a
on.
armbar.
Maybe.
In
No,
a
because
Shout
leg
out to
lock.
what you're saying,
shout
what
out
you're
to
saying
D
makes no
Styles.
sense. Because
Mm.
he made a lot of money off of
What's
Ronda
going
Rousey.
on?
Why would he try to set her up if
D
that was
Styles,
literally one
the
of the
Because
biggest
question of the
sellers?
night.
because
The
at that
question of the
point,
night.
listen, she was already getting enticed by WWE at around that time. So he knew, you know
Wait.
what? If she's about to go explore WWE, I'm gonna get her
Yeah,
ass
but she
whooped
would. Yeah,
again.
but she wouldn't have left if she hadn't like one. Here's the thing: to say that he set her up by making the home fight, I don't believe that because nobody thought
No,
Holly
the
was going.
Nunez fight,
Wait.
the Nunez
Okay,
fight, Amanda Nunez.
yeah, but that's on her, bro. She had enough clout that she could have been
Cause
like, "Nah, I ain't fighting this big face
did, did,
bitch." Have you
did
seen?
you
Wait,
have
have you seen the size of Amanda Munez's face, bro? It's like a treasure trove, bro. Like her head is wow big,
I'm
Damn.
gonna
bro.
say, like, when they mastered with Amanda Nunez, I'm like, yo, she's gonna kill this girl. Like, she gonna get her ass
Everybody
whooped
thought that.
again.
Everybody thought that. Now, D Styles, the question of the night. Let's say you at the Octomom. You at the Octomom. Rondo just lost. But Rondo tell you, D Styles, yo, if you eat me out, I'll feel better. You do it?
Probably will.
What's the probable part? Like
I mean,
what stops that from happening? The sweat?
yeah. I mean, shower first, and then
No
it's
shower. No shower. And
um,
that's the difference between her feeling good today and not feeling good today.
I guess she's not gonna feel really good.
I would have did it. It's just a little bit of salt in the sweat anyway. Like it's just a little bit of salt. It's coochie, bro. Like come
How
on.
much sweat and whose sweat? You know.
If some of Holly's sweating is in there, that adds to the flavor, like the
Opponent
Okay,
sweat.
spices.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, she
You know
she
what I'm
lost that Holly fight because she literally believed her own hype about her striking, and she was the Ring magazine cover kind of got in her head a little bit. It's amazing that she was in the Ring magazine cover, but we don't get even today women fighters in the Ring magazine cover. But
Well,
um,
now they do, pero you make a
yeah,
valid point, these styles, because por ejemplo, in Mexico, they already had Jackie Nava, the
yeah,
first woman to ever hold a WBC title of any kind, the very first, Mexican born. And I don't think she was on a Ring magazine cover. If she was, I didn't see it. But
yeah,
Rondo, they did that.
yeah. Like I don't think Layla was ever on it. To be honest with you, I don't think Christy Martin was on Sports Illustrated. I don't think she was ever
Ring
on
magazine.
Ring. But the point is, she was it got in her head, and she had that one trainer that like convinced her that she could like become a world champion in boxing. and she wanted to fight Holly. Holly was ranked like number 7 at the time. She
Yeah.
basically handpicked her, right?
Yeah.
Because she wanted to prove, and she kept saying, she did an interview, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, "Oh, I'm going to show everybody that I could outbox a former world champion." So she went into that fight with the worst possible game plan, fought Holly's fight, and by the time she decided to try to take Holly down, I mean, she was just out of her element at that point, and she got kicked over the head, and that was that.
Well, I look at that fight as a good example. I look at that fight as a good example of how it doesn't boil down to MMA being better than boxing or vice versa. It really doesn't boil down to any of that. What it really boils down to is the individual fighter. Holly's style in the octagon, believe it or not, is the same as it was in the boxing ring. In the boxing ring, Holly is a pure boxer. She's gonna move lateral. She's gonna shoot jabs. She's gonna shoot them keep off me jabs. Keep off me. Keep off me. And that's how she fought in the octagon. That's literally how she fought Ronda, moving around, sidling along the perimeter of the octagon, same way she used to do that in the ring. And as soon as Ronda get in, bing, bing, here's a jab. Well, Holly's a southpaw, so bing, bing, here's a jab. Bing, here's a fucking kick. Get off me. That's how she fight. Whereas Ronda whole shit was the judo. She gotta get close. Yeah, she gotta get close to you. If your whole shit is the judo, hey, you gotta get closer, bitches. So you trying to come in versus her creating space and shooting jabs, shooting counters. That's what tells the story, bro. So I'm not, I think Rondo was a good fighter in her day. She's maybe like the Rocky Marciano sort of her sport, except well, you actually lost. He didn't. But it's like I give her flowers because she really did open a door. Like, yeah, before Rondo, wasn't nobody talking about female MMA fighters. Rondo made that happen. Now you got Valentina Shukashenko. You got the big head Chinese girl. You got Rose Kamehameha. It's all sorts of shit rocking out right now, right? You got big Amanda Munez with the big ass face. It's popping now. Rondo opened that door. So shout out to Big Rondo, man.
She was the
Rondo,
Katie Taylor of UFC then, in a
nah,
way.
because but I don't think Rondo's contribution to UFC is bigger than it doesn't get said enough because she doesn't say it. In other words, these girls that are going to these Olympic Games all around the world, it's not just Clarissa, all of them are indebted to Katie Taylor. Why? When the IOC had to decide whether or not they want to let girls box in those games, they called Katie Taylor to box in front of them. And based on how exciting her fight was, they said, yes, we are going to let them fight in these Olympic Games, right? That's a big deal because if that fight would have been a stinker, yeah, fuck that shit. Y'all could settle on some nationals or something. We can't put this on television. And I
She
know
made
it's real
history.
because I kept hearing about her in 2016. I kept hearing about her. Oh, Katie Taylor going pro, Katie Taylor. I'm like, who the fuck is Katie Taylor? I didn't know who she was. And I seen a fight I was like, yo. And that's what got me hooked to the girl fights. So like, yo, that shit was lit. She beat the shit out that Germany. Next thing you know, I'm watching all these broads. Katie opened that door. So the fact that Clarissa, it's like, yeah, y'all, something wrong with a lot of y'all. Honest to God. Yeah, something wrong with a lot of y'all in the media because y'all giving her, and this is a well-documented story. It's not like it's my opinion. This is a well-documented story and sequence of events. No Katie, no Clarissa. Simple as that. You don't get to win 2 gold medals and tell nobody about it if it ain't for Katie motherfucking Taylor of Bray
Yeah, and look,
motherfucking Iowa.
I don't disagree with anything you said about Katie. However, when it comes to Ronda Rousey, the fact of the matter is Dana White was on record saying he doesn't believe in women fighting in the octagon. He just doesn't want to see it. It was actually Ronda Rousey, and seeing it, obviously there was dollar bills in his eyes that opened that opportunity. So there wouldn't be any UFC fighting for women if it wasn't for Ronda Rousey, quite frankly. She was a big star in Strikeforce even before that, and that's kind of what opened the door for that. Like, period. All of these women fighting in the UFC, very similar to the women in boxing in the Olympics. Like they do owe it to Ronda Rousey, quite frankly.
Man, shout out to big fucking Rondo, bro. She did it for the ladies. So let's go back to the list. Let's eliminate Ronda Rousey from this list and let's look at this list. Would you agree, D Styles, that Adrian Broner is by and large the most overrated fighter of the last 25 years?
given how much hype he had, people had him top 5 pound for pound. I remember arguing with people here on this platform that those people that had him rated higher than Terrence Crawford, they thought he was the
Mm.
future, not Crawford, which is amazing. And yeah, he was touted as the next Mayweather. He was touted as the next big star. And after that Maidana fight, even before that, the Malignaggi fight was a big red flag to me because he
Yeah.
struggled way too much in that fight against Paulie, who always got worked by top elite fighters. So I do agree with number one. Wilder definitely, yeah. Uh, Chavez Jr., yes.
I don't agree with
I don't know
Chavez
about.
because
I don't
I
agree
don't
with Hamed
who
though. I
rates
don't agree with Hamed.
Chavez. Who the thing is to say that Chavez is overrated. Who the fuck rates Chavez Jr.?
Yo, why is
Who
Anthony Joshua on
That's
there?
true. You're right about that.
we'll get to that. We'll get because to me
I
he
just
shouldn't
saw
be on
that.
there. We'll
No,
get to
that's a
that.
good point. That's a good
But
point because no one really
nobody
rated him that high.
the
Yeah.
word's been out on Chavez Jr. for over 10 years. We're like, yeah, like who the fuck rates him? Not nobody I know of.
I don't agree with Jake Paul being there. I think Jake Paul's exceeded expectations, if I'm honest. But and
I
Nassim
don't.
Hamed should not be on there. Nassim
I
I
Hamed
don't
don't
has
think
mind
been
counting
I don't
Jake
think
Paul.
Nassim Ahmed should be on there. I
We should
don't.
not be counting Ronda Rousey or Jake Paul. What the
Cal
What
fuck?
about
Brook. I don't think I'll put Cal Brook top 10 most overrated. Like I don't know about Cal
I
either.
will put Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia in the same
And Anthony
category.
Joshua. I
So,
like
but
Anthony Joshua. No.
let's do a thought exercise. Let's do a thought exercise. The first thing I want you to do is look at this image, right? Look at this image. The second thing I want you to do is go back here. Think of a boxer that is not on this list that should be on this list. D Styles, go.
Tank.
Man.
See,
That
you
should.
fucking up, real talk, because you're not D Styles, and now you done fucked it up because you done fucking said who I was thinking about. You see, this is why
He
you need
took
to
too long.
watch
That
more
bitch took too
porn.
long. He should know.
Fucking real talk, man. Quit being gay.
Shit. So we got
Yeah, I would actually I would go with Tank Davis.
Okay. Shout out to motherfucking TLM. Tank is 100 the most overrated Broner at least fought. That is true that Broner did fight motherfuckers. He didn't win, but he did
He
fight
did fight him.
motherfuckers though. He
Fair.
fought Sean Porter, he fought Paulie, he
Fought
fought Mikey
Pacquiao.
right, fought Pacquiao, fought Mikey Garcia. He did fight motherfuckers. He fought
That,
Maidana,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. Wilder should be number one because who is the Pacquiao that he fought? Other Fury?
Is Tyson Fury Pacquiao? Could we say that? Is he Pacquiao? Nah, he not
No.
Pacquiao.
Right.
He not
So
he not
Wilder,
Marquez.
Wilder should be number one.
Caesar, think of a boxer. Caesar,
Yes, sir.
all right, real talk. All right, real talk. Caesar, think of a boxer whose
AKA
name is
Big
not
Daddy.
think of a boxer whose name is not on here that should be on there.
Okay. Spence Jr., Tank Davis,
Ooh,
Bacoli.
wait, one, bro, damn, one. Okay, Spence. Does the panel agree with that? Is Errol Spence Jr. one of the most overrated fighters of the last 25 years?
Jared
Do you
Yes.
Anderson. I got motherfucking who
one
else?
one at a time? We gotta go through this specifically. Herb, do you agree that Errol is one of the top
No.
overrated motherfuckers of the last quarter of a century?
kind of like not over the top though. He was exaggerated and shit though. Not over the top. I don't think he makes the list.
I would have put him on the top 10. No.
Herb, name a fighter that should be here that is not.
I think that
Let me help you out. Let me help you out because I know this is a thought experiment. Name a fighter that should be there that is not there.
Clarissa Shields.
Woo! Hot take. Hot take. Clarissa Shields. Why Claricio?
Oh yeah, she should be there. On the fucking vacant belt she done snatched up. Ain't really, yeah, she should be there. She should be probably she should be in Ronda Rousey's place.
Ooh. The panel does the panel agree with that? Is Clarissa one of the
Yes.
top
I just
25 most
wanna
overrated fighters?
not
Yes.
Devin Haney. Devin
Uh,
Haney.
Well,
nah.
let me go to D Styles. D Styles, go ahead. Then Crypto, you go.
no. So I'm just gonna like. I guess it's tough to say with Clarissa because I think she has the talent, right? But her achievements are definitely overrated. Like they're overstated. Like they're a little overboard. She's winning divisions with 20 girls in it. There's a lot of vacant belts. The heavyweight
Yeah.
thing they did with her was all that was smoke and mirrors. Like she actually went down in level of competition, not up. But I mean, it's tough to say. A lot of people
I
confused overrated, but they confused it with sucks. They confused it with
yeah,
that.
because that's
So
what I was
so
gonna allude.
yeah.
That's what I was gonna allude to. That saying that she's overrated doesn't mean that she's bad, but it does mean that things are blown out of proportion. Is she
Yeah,
one of the best in the world? Yeah, she is. But I would never put you ahead of Katie. Like, nah, you just hell no. How? Look at the people you fighting, ma. Look at how many belts you picked up that nobody was even holding that shit. Look at the division you in now. It's like 13 girls in it. And most of them can't fight.
And we don't know any of them. Not even their names.
Only my dumb ass know who they are. Only
Not
me.
even. Not even how they look. Oh shit.
I think that because of the Savannah Marshall win, I'll say no.
No, look. I would
Who
I
is
would
that?
I would put her in this list because of what it signifies. You got people legitimately running around saying she's the greatest woman of all times. What is that? If not over, like really, she's the greatest.
Nah,
Really,
yeah.
sorry.
I judge them by
Her
what
last fight was shitty, bro.
I judge
that
them by
shit was
what have had.
trash.
I judge them by
She was looking like a fool.
what have been done for the sport.
Yeah,
But
I mean, like it's what D Style said. Overrated does not mean that you suck. It doesn't mean that. But it
nah,
does what it does mean is, yo, yeah, they
Yeah,
getting carried away with your ass. Like,
Yeah.
chill, fam. It's not
Pretty,
that, you know what I mean?
pretty much hyped up.
all right.
Now,
Or
Crypto, why do you feel that Heaven the Dream Daney should be on this list?
Bevin.
I was joking when I said him, but
He
he's to
said
me
Bevan.
he's up there as far as the most overrated
Bevin.
champion. But the most overrated fight I gotta say right now, if we talking about like on the come up that got hype and they
Uh-huh.
really haven't proven themselves, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and I'm gonna say Shushu Carrington. I really think Shushu is
Woo!
getting way too much hype.
Damn.
And the guy's pushing 30 years old. He hasn't fought nobody, bro.
Come
How's this
on,
kid
man. But he
this
from New
nice?
York. You can't do that. He from New
I,
York
I
like
know.
us,
That's why I had to
bro.
pick on him. That's why I had to pick on him, bro.
What happened to the tribalism, bro? You know all the Texas motherfuckers love their
He a
Texas
Brooklyn
fighters.
nigga. I'm a Bronx nigga. He a Brooklyn nigga. I'm uptown. He
I
downtown. So
figured.
fuck it.
You know what I was thinking the other day? You sound too motherfucking much like Cassidy, bro. You sound like if Cassidy was from the Bronx, bro. For real. But
Cassidy.
boy, shout
Bars.
out to El
Bars.
Cagón. Everybody keeps bringing up Tank, and I agree with that though. But I feel
Yeah,
like
same.
Tank is an easy one. It's easy
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
that's
pick on.
true.
Like
It's
it's an
obvious.
easy one.
Yo,
If go ahead, go ahead.
I would say, damn. Well, after last weekend, will we say Brian Norman will be an overrated?
Nah, because nobody. Brian is not a guy that was on a pound for pound list. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All
He's
right.
not a
Yeah.
guy that
Yeah. True.
people were sitting around like, oh my god, I love my life that I get to watch Brian Norman fight. Thank you, Jeebus, that I get to see this
David
Brian Norman.
Benavidez.
Matter of fact, you know what? Brim
Mhm.
by
Yep.
himself. Brim by himself overrated that motherfucker enough for all of us. Cause Brim, Brim
Mhm.
was Brim was ready to risk it all for some Brian Gore-Tex, bro. He was ready
He,
to risk it all for
he
some
thought he
Brian.
saw the next upcoming in
Yeah,
Evalu.
I thought he was gonna win. It is what it is.
No, I thought he was gonna win too, but it's not that. It's that you
Brim.
justify. Did he ever come on your channel, D Styles, talking all fucking fast, 60 miles an hour, reading IBF bylaws? No, because the IBF, like, yo, relax, bro. He fucking ducked, bro. All right, he fucking ducked.
Oh,
That's
good
it,
job.
bro. You know, come on. So,
How
so
much do you guys know how much he made for this fight?
I heard he made a few million. Honestly, I heard he made a few
So,
million.
like
Few
as
million.
long as I don't want to go off track, just really quick point. as long as the Saudis keep forking out this money, then it's only going to enable these guys to avoid a tougher fight for less money. Like it just they're enabling this behavior. So now he's going to basically say, "Well, look, I
Sort
got more
of.
money."
No, sort of these styles because Turkey's not paying these guys for layups either. You know, like look, he lost.
Yep.
He lost.
Yeah.
And who financed that loss? Turkey. Yeah, he'll pay you to get your ass beat. Yeah, Jared Anderson would be an undefeated fighter right now if not for Turkey Al Sheikh. He would be
Yeah.
undefeated right now. You know what I'm saying? He'll still be fighting heavyweights 5'8", 5'8" heavyweight. Where the fuck y'all found him at? Right?
Yeah.
He fought a dude from Belgium, Riyad Murhi, about 5'11", heavyweight. Where the fuck you found him at? Belgium. You know? So yeah, Turkey is overpaying these guys, but he's exposing a lot of these guys. Like, bro, Brian Norman.
That I agree with. I guess my only point is that's the reason they didn't take the Boots fight, because they kind of knew down the line someone's going to fork out more money. Like, I'm not going to give away my O or whatever you want to call it for that amount. I'm going to put out to the highest bidder, and we know who the highest bidder is.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and that's what it is.
He exposed him. How did you feel about, like, let me just preface the shit. I picked Brian Norman to win. And not only did I pick him to win, I wanted him to win. Because, you know, I don't really like Devin Haney's fights. And, you know, Devin won. He proved me wrong. He proved a lot of us wrong. He won. Were you impressed, D Styles? Were you impressed with that shit?
No, I mean, I still thought it was a boring performance, too much clinching. I don't like the way he fights. I've been very transparent about that. That it is what it is. However, am I impressed in the sense that he did what I didn't think he could do? Yeah. And I was surprised, to say the least, when he knocked down Norman like that. I knew the fight was over when Norman went down. I knew it was over. I knew the confidence was going to go up for Haney. And that was it.
Yeah.
So, but my only issue with Haney is that he gets away with like this extraordinary amount of holding. It is just no warning. Nobody telling him to stop. It's insane.
Yo, who the fuck is working on that transmission?
Yeah, like he disrupts the action, kind of like that noise is disrupting the stream. You know, it's kind of like that's what Haney does.
Motherfucker working on a project elevator in the middle of the live. Like, man, fix that shit with the mute button on, bro.
But I do want to say though, I just think I've been watching boxing long enough to know what a great kind of master class performance is. I know what a master class performance looks like. That's just not what that was. He just, he beat Norman, but I scored it 8-4 myself. But it wasn't like this, like, oh my God, like what a great performance of Devin Haney. I can't wait to watch him again. It was just
listen,
like,
if I showed that fight to people that don't watch boxing, not only are they gonna get mad at me, they're probably gonna tell other people, yo, don't watch boxing. That's what that shit. A master class performance to me is my fellow Chicano Bam Rodriguez.
Yeah,
that's a master class. He didn't just discourage, disarm, right? No. He was fucking him up while doing it. Like,
he styled on him
while he's doing that, and he knocked him up. Like, I don't think you could have did it better than
and
that.
he unified titles.
And that was the second unbeaten champion in succession that he fought.
And he gets pussy.
And he gets a lot of pussy. And he watch anime while he gets,
you know what I'm saying,
pussy, bro. Pussy. That's my wife yelling in the background.
stupid bitch. I know your wife can't stand.
Yeah, I agree that's an example of a masterclass performance. Devin Haney just, he beat Brian Norman, but I think people need to calm down with the,
with the performance. They make it sound like it was a masterclass. Like, I wasn't surprised at the knockdown. I was surprised because anybody could get knocked down, flash knockdown, off balance. I was surprised that Norman's chin was looking so fucking weak. That's what I was surprised about.
No, honestly,
look, you can't tell a dude in a face-off, you can't knock me down. You can't have his dad telling him after round one in the corner, he's got no power. He can't hurt. Like that's literally what he told him.
I was looking at Norman like, what happened, bro? Like, I thought you was in tougher fights with Santillion. Y'all was going at it. You can't take a
Check
little
it out.
check hook from fucking Devin Haney.
Check it out. Because the shit I seen like 3 hours ago, Brian Gore-Tex is set to come back against former champion Amontis Stanionis.
No.
That's that.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
A
I
rematch?
watch.
That's crazy.
No, no,
Danny
no. I mean,
Ocean.
no. Amontis Stanionis, the dude that looked like
Oh,
Caillou, the dude
the
that
one who
looked like
lost to he said
The guy who looked like a
Caillou.
Caillou,
dildo.
Caillou. That's me, Caillou. He looked like One Punch Man, but
Yo,
he don't have
Jules,
that.
not even Gamboa got knocked down by Haney. And he's been knocked out how many times?
Yo, not for nothing. Glamboa has literally been knocked down like over 20 times, bro.
Bro, every
Literally.
time Linares lost, it was by stoppage.
My dude, by the time he fought Crawford, you understand? By the time he fought Crawford, he had been knocked down like 20 times. By the time he fought Crawford, bro. That's
And
crazy. That's a crazy
Devin
stat,
Haney was the
bro.
first man to beat Jorge Linares without stopping him.
Yeah.
I
that's
just think like
funny. No
when
way.
if you
Yeah.
talk
Dead
that
ass.
way and the guy knocks you down and it has your nose all bloody, your confidence is it's gonna go down. Right? Like
Bro, my
it
confidence
is
went
what it
down
is.
off that shit. I
Oh,
couldn't even look up after that. Real talk telling me some shit. I can't even look him in the eye because I'm like, damn, I really picked Brian Norman.
wow.
I should
Kaiji.
be ashamed of myself. The fuck
Stanionis,
am I doing?
Stanionis fucking around and fuck him up.
That's what I was gonna allude to. That if Brian
Yeah.
fights Stanionis, Stanionis coming off a win. For those that don't know, he had a fight in Lithuania. He won the shit. It was a bum, but he
Yeah,
won the shit.
but his heat is
Which
good.
y'all, it was a bum. Like it was a bum, bro. It was a dude. He's standing outside the stadium. If if they fight, if they
But
fight, who
yeah,
y'all got? If
I
they
got. I
fight,
would
who
say
y'all got?
Stanionis.
I'm going with
Stanionis, man.
fuck that.
At least with the Boots fight, remember, like his corner stopped the fight. He was ready to go still. His corner's the one who Pacquiao's little fucking mitt man is the one who stopped the fight.
I
Yeah,
might still go with Norman to be honest.
I don't
But he
know. I don't know
he
because
he
did you see his face? These styles
Yeah.
off a
he,
couple Devin Haney jabs.
he
Did
Yeah,
you
touched
see his
yeah.
face?
Wasn't he
Brian.
headbutted
Nice.
right here?
He touched Brian Chin. He going down.
Bro, he touched him in his private area. He was fucking him up.
I mean, it wasn't a good look for Brian Norman. I mean, it is what it is.
Hell no.
What's getting on my nerves? You got dudes like shot at the hand, but like I saw Montero tweet out like, if you know your boxing, you should have known it would have been an easy fight for. Like everyone's just talking their
Those
shit,
are
you
the
know. Like,
same niggas that get almost 80% of their picks wrong.
I'm
Yeah,
just like, all right.
because I could take my comeuppance, right? I was wrong. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was wrong about that one, but it's okay. That was even money before the fight. The
yeah, yeah.
bookies had it a 50-50 fight on
Exactly.
Friday. So, yeah, I missed that one. My bad, you know. My
Because
fault.
the question on Facebook was who had the best performance of the night. You
Bro,
know you know
bam.
all the you know all
Bam,
the all the Bevan fans
Bam.
in the fucking comments, but
Bam, bro.
bam, and
fuck
it's not even
Bam.
close.
Real talk.
Bam and Abdullah Mason too,
No,
man.
no, wait, pause. Real talk. Did you get in trouble with your mom or something? Like, why you talking like that? Yeah, 'cause,
Nah, bro,
like you
my
talking.
girl sleep next to me snoring like a chainsaw.
Oh, I dig it. Yo, you in a wind tunnel, crypto? Is a
Nah,
monsoon in the Bronx?
I'm in the whip.
I
Son,
dig
But
it.
I mean,
put the
That shit
window up.
loud than a motherfucker.
Gotta
Shout
fix
out
those
to
windows.
motherfucking Joshua Kunju. Haney is Vlad without the finishing power. I agree with that. Um, Bam had the best performance
Oh yeah.
of that whole shit. No, no. You know what? I'm gonna be real. It's Bam and David did his thing. Y'all know I don't like David. Y'all know that. Like I don't like David, but real is real. He beat the fucking
Yeah,
hot
but
dogs out of
Bam,
Anthony Yard.
I
I
think
didn't have I didn't
the
have him stopping
argument
Yard.
that the argument that David Haney fans are making, I don't agree with this argument, but the argument is that it was like kind of an even money fight. Bam was like a significant favorite, but I would argue Bam is a significant favorite because people know how good Bam is, and Bam is an undefeated, world champion. He's destroyed a lot of great fighters, but the opponent he was fighting is a far more proven fighter than Norman.
Yeah, like if you're
You know,
gonna
so
compare who they fought, Puma was a unified
yeah,
champion. Puma
beat
beat two
Ioka.
world champions, beat Ioka, beat Ancajas,
Cajas.
right? Whereas Brian didn't beat nobody. No, Santi Leon was not champion when they fought. He had an interim title. He was not a
Yeah.
champion when they fought. He had an interim title.
So I would
So
argue he beat the better fighter, even though the odds maybe don't reflect the fact that or whatever. But that's because that's how good Bam is. Like it has, and people were not that confident in Haney after getting whooped by Garcia and looking like shit against Ramirez. It's just what it is. So
Yeah.
now,
What's it?
Ray,
Bro,
Styles.
Ray,
that's
I'm
one of
glad.
those
Mhm.
females you could drink her bathwater.
Ray, I'm glad you joined us. Because I wanted you to see this. This is good eats, right? I'm not bugging. That's good eats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
no, because see, this is why I can't fuck with these. Let me show you something. Wait, because D Styles, you don't be here. I showed them this, and they got fucking mad at me. Like,
Ooh.
get that shit off.
Ooh.
Yo,
Get that
what?
shit off my screen, bro.
Yo, my
Get that
dude,
shit off my
like, I
screen,
don't.
bro. Get that shit off
How
the
is
screen,
that
bro.
so different
Get that
from
off the
this,
shit off the
bro?
screen, bro.
How is that so different?
Get that shit off the screen.
them,
Mm.
them hips
Cause
a little,
But
that's
keep that
like
on the
Cajun
screen.
style
hips
chicken.
on the
That other
floor a
shit's like
little.
boiled chicken.
Hips was plump there.
I mean, she could sing to me, and then I'll
Hey man,
I
look,
don't know why
I
y'all got to do Taylor like that. Everybody knows I'm a Swifty. I got all the Taylor Swift albums of the last
yeah,
15 years. I'm a
I,
big Swifty, yo. Shout out to
And
Taylor,
that's
bro.
You know,
cool, bro.
Taylor
You
Swift
can
reminds me of when you boil chicken in distilled water.
This is for them Taylors. This is for them Taylor. That's my shit, man. I'm gonna
I'm
listen to
throwing
that
it.
shit
but
tomorrow when I do
That
but yeah,
chess. This is for
to
them Taylors. This is
to
for
what
them
D Style
Taylors.
said, it's something I've kind of said about a decent amount of fighters that find themselves on the underdog section, right? And their fans treat it as, oh nah, the opponent was so great. But I always say, like, yo, whenever people bring up to me that Billy Joe Saunders shit, I always say, no, it was never because Lemieux was such a great fighter. He was pretty much washed
Exactly.
up at that point. The whole thing is
Exactly.
you looked ass, everybody thought you looked ass, and then you walked into the
Akavov.
next fight and they said, hey, we're not gonna bet on this motherfucker that looked ass.
Same with
He's
Danny
just another
Garcia,
person to
Ray.
bet.
Same with Danny Garcia. Beating Amir
Well, Khan.
Khan is not actually a big fucking deal. It was only a big deal because they thought you was gonna lose. That's it. Like and that
yeah.
has more to do with their perception of you than who it was you fought. Before Danny even fights Amir Khan, Bradis Prescott wrapped him up in a round. So it's not because Amir Khan is so great and so amazing. It's because they don't think you're great. They don't think you're amazing. Devin, same shit with you. You just look like ass, and before that, you look like a 2-pack of
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. Algeria wants to put him in the Hall of Fame because he knocked out Amir Khan and he beat like an old, washed up, love handle having Eric Morales
Eric
twice.
Morales,
Like
like
what are we doing?
Siri. Yo, dog, when I heard that shit, I threw up in my mouth, bro. Really?
And he
This
justified it
version
by
that,
saying, and he gave Maidana a great fight. It's like,
man.
but he lost that
They
fight. Either way, I
they
mean,
tried too hard with them guys. Ray, we got a list popping here, right? Top 25 top 10 most overrated boxers of the last 25 years. Now you see a lot of names on there. The first question is, do you agree that Adrian Bronier is the number one most overrated boxer of the last 25 years? Do you agree with that contention?
No, I'd say it's Wilder instead because
Mm.
I could say what I want about Adrian Broner. He has a win in oh my gosh, Antonio DeMarco. If I had forgotten that win, that would have sounded bad for my argument.
Bro,
But
DeMarco.
Antonio DeMarco, who beat the brakes off of Linares. And this was a young Linares. This was before, well, he was getting knocked out, but it was before he was getting knocked out by literally everyone.
Mm.
So that's a better win than I could say is on anything on Wilder's resume. Wilder's best win is like, I think Luis Ortiz at this point, like an old Luis Ortiz. So I
That
can't
is the
really
best
sit
one on his
down and
resume.
say, like, there's a point in time I could say, okay, Broner had a good win. He was really good at a division, and I think that he could have beaten other people in that division. I don't think there's a point in time in Wilder's career, in his entire existence, where I looked at the heavyweight division and I said, I think there's other guys in the heavyweight division that this guy can beat comfortably.
Second question. Is there a name that should be on that list that is not? And if so, what name is that?
I only got the generic one to be honest, which is Tank. But if that's too easy, I'm gonna be honest. If you're gonna have the nerve to put Julio Cesar Chavez at 3, Canelo should be on
Junior.
this list.
Julio Cesar Chavez
Oh
Jr.
God,
No.
No, that's Julio
how,
Cesar Chavez
bro?
Jr.
Yeah.
How, bro?
Oh,
Why?
Yo,
it's
listen,
Junior. Never mind. My bad. My bad. I
It's
thought I saw
Junior
Senior on
Puto.
that shit.
this
I
Junior,
thought I saw
bro.
Senior
Like,
on that shit. My
Oh,
bad.
he
I
just
was like, if we putting him on the list, like, come on, like we're losing our minds here. But I still
Ring
think, like, to a
Magazine.
degree though. Wait. I still do
Nah,
think he should be either though. I do still
no.
do think that.
Ring Magazine has made the decision to
Bro didn't
keep
even elaborate. He
Canelo
just said no.
off of the 8 pound for pound list. And it's like, I could understand somebody saying they don't think Canelo's pound for pound right now because he lost to Terrence Crawford. But Artur Better Beef is on that list, Ray. Is that
Yeah.
fair? Is that
Oh, of
fair?
course not. Ring Magazine's decisions are very unfair at times, like what they did with Tio, what they did with Canelo. And remember, Lomachenko lost, and he didn't have a belt for like 3 fucking years. That dude
Yep. And he
maintained a
was on
pretty
and
nice place on
he
that
was
list.
on. Bro, I was waiting for D Styles. I don't know, because I don't know if you really do the pound for pound thing. But do you think that would you have Canelo on your list? Do you have him there? If you keep one a pound for pound list, do you have Canelo on it?
It depends on the field. I understand why they took him out. There's just too many guys right now, and Canelo's coming off a loss.
But
And
Artur is there, D Styles. They got Artur
yeah,
on it. He's
but
coming off a loss.
yeah, he's coming off a loss against a guy he already beat in a very close fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little different. We got it. Like, it was against Bivol, another guy. I get Crawford, but Crawford was moving up to weight classes. Like, there's consequences to results. You know, like, if we're honest, I don't think he looked as bad as people make it seem, but he did lose to a guy moving up to weight classes, and he hasn't looked all that great. Like in his last few performances.
Yeah, but I you know why I don't agree with that contention, D Styles, is because if other people fought the people that he fought, if other people fought the people that he fought, the people that they complain about, if it were let's say Diego Pacheco versus William Skull, Diego Pacheco versus Jaime Munguia, Diego Pacheco versus Edgar Berlanga, they would say, "Wow, Diego's resume is looking good. Yeah, look at all these people he fighting." Canelo fights them. Oh
no, I get it, but like the William Skull fight, he looked so hot. I mean, he won the fight, and that's mostly William Skull's fault. But like, there's only 10 spots. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we don't have like a lot of room here. And then you go to distance against Berlanga, and then that's working his next fight. Like, it just there's consequence. Like, you could fight whoever you want. You're the big name. But there's consequences. Like, there's consequences.
Yo, Jules, how they got Devin Haney at number 10 on the ring, and he's not even a ring champion?
What do you mean?
It don't. No, that's the pound for pound, bro. Ain't that the pound for pound you talking about, bro?
Yeah. The ring.
No,
I guess they got their own pound for pound.
I mean, like, you know,
put the ring belt on the line.
There was no Ring Magazine.
There was, of course, there's no lineal belt. There's no lineal champion at 147.
The shit is with Devin and really any American fighter. They're looking for the next star, and like,
just say it, the next Mayweather.
Not just it's not like you could say that though. It's when it comes to Devin because he wants to be Floyd's baby so bad.
That's true. Yeah.
But not just like that. But it's kind of like the thing with Clarissa. Don't you see that they keep putting her on a pedestal for mediocre shit? And it's like with Devin, I'm not saying your win is mediocre, but they blowing it out of proportion. Like, yeah, you blowing it out of proportion, and it's because you need an American boxing star, or you really want one. Because really, right now, there isn't one. Who's the American star of boxing of America? I would say Crawford, but no, Crawford old and he on his way out. It's not him. He's not the star of American boxing. He old and he on his way out. They looking for the next guy that could be that star. So Bevan, right, Big Bevan. He out here, you know, he winning. Here come Ignacio. We gonna go with this shit, bro.
Oh shit.
Jules, the link was in the chat. What the hell?
Because the fucking wow.
Mute, bro. Mute, bro.
I think
He said, "Ah."
But
You're fucking retarded, bro.
he looking because they're looking for right now. There's not a legitimate American face of boxing. There is not. No, it's not. We can't say a guy 38 years old who probably only has one more fight left in him is the face of American boxing. And I'm a huge Crawford fan, but no, nah,
And he never sold pay per view. Not like he was a pay per view star ever.
nah, not really. I mean, nah, not really. I mean, you know,
Spence was a
who
bigger star than him.
who taking the wrapping paper off the chopped cheese? Cause I can hear all the movement. I can hear the pickle on the side. I can hear the fork, all of that, right? But yeah, like it ain't one. So you got a lot of people in the media. Really, it's the journos because they push the narrative. Oh, it's this amazing thing that Devin the Dream Haney. But nah, homie, like nah. That wasn't impressive. Like I don't. I'm not no sweet science nerd. I don't buy coffee at Starbucks. I go to 7-Eleven. Okay, I drink Wawa before Starbucks. I'm not with this hipster
This
bullshit.
nigga said, "Wawa."
Yo, I'm not
Wow.
with this hip. No, I'm not with this hipster gay shit that we got to look at these boring ass fighters and we got to pretend like, oh my God, the science equation of the drug. Oh my God. Like, no, that shit was boring. I show that shit to motherfuckers. They going to turn the TV off. For real. They are. Like, bro,
They
what you
might
want?
even throw something at you for doing it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Man, imagine you go to your people's house. Yo, I gotta watch this fight, man. You know, you bugging out, you bugging out. You turn it on, it's Devin Haney. You're like, yo, this what you was wilding on?
I'm gonna be like that SpongeBob fucking meme. All right, it's time for me to go.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy out here. Shout out to motherfucking Virtuoso. Speaking of Ring Magazine, I was just talking to Doc, who used to be on your live stream, about how their magazine used to be an easy to roll up. Now the pages are stiff as fuck. I gotta put weight on the page. That's because Turkey jerks off in every ring. That's the he jerks off on them shits. You know, like when you in jail, you beating off, you come on the page and it gets real fucking stiff after that. They beat off on them shits, B. Like that's what's going on. Shout out to Ring Magazine, shout out to Turkey. But
Yeah.
yeah, yo, like you show somebody a Devin Haney fight, they gonna get mad at you, bro. That's like when your man trying to be a rapper and he lets you hear his shit. You know what I'm saying? You like, yeah, yo, this shit is really cool, bro. You doing your thing. It's like that, bro. Like Devin is not good for boxing. I'm gonna say that. Boxing would have been better off right now if Brian would have won on Saturday, and I stand on that because boxing needs to be entertaining.
Somebody,
One thing that we forget as content creators or people who are often in boxing spaces, none of us are here to be experts in all actuality. I am not an expert, nor am I trying to be. I'm not here to be an expert. I'm here to be entertained. That's all I'm here for. That's it. When I pay my $60 to see two guys, it's to beat the shit out of each other, not this shit, not this homo shit. Like, nah, I don't want to see that shit. So, you
oh,
know, I'm saying, is that not the truth? D Styles, are you here to be an expert or you here to be entertained? That silence is mad awkward.
Crickets.
I think he
I
dropped
think it.
off. I think
Yeah.
he dropped off. But you know what I'm saying? It's the reality of what we do though. That like, yo, you dog, you pay your money, you pay your subscription, you stay up late, you anticipate a fight. It's not to see that. And I noticed that a lot of the guys that pretend they like that shit, why is it that a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't buy shit? It all makes sense. Well, when you don't buy shit, it's all good because it didn't cost you nothing. But if it costs something, yeah, I don't want to see that shit. It's $60 out here, bro. You know
Nah,
what I'm
I say it
saying?
all the time. A lot of these dudes, like Benavides fans, Haney fans, I'm like, bro, y'all can talk all the shit you want, celebrate as much as you want. Show me a receipt though,
For real.
just one.
Now
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
I
go.
ain't seen one yet.
Now I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, and I'm gonna leave this here so that Real Talk gets in trouble.
Good
If it's
man. No,
girls,
you're a good man, bro. Oh, you're a bitch.
Yeah, that's real nice.
He said so. Real talk gets in
Who's
trouble.
that?
And they're gonna compare.
It's some it's villain's arch nemesis, bro.
That's my future ex-wife.
That's an
Oh
actress, but
wait,
I forgot her name.
is this the chick that fucking villain goes hard on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
who?
I
Krigis
seen
said
that
so. Real
motherfucker
talk gets
trashing
in
her
trouble. I
on
gotta go
X like
outside now.
crazy.
Who is that really?
Some chick that like
It's
does
some broad.
OnlyFans country.
Oh, yeah. I think I seen Villain talking shit to her one time.
Yeah, that I have too. That's why I was like, wait, is that the girl?
Shit. She's all right with
What's
me.
going on, fellas?
Not much.
Yeah,
I think they were talking about the Devin Haney performance and stuff. I don't know why people are trying to lie and say that shit was entertaining.
yeah, they suck hard, man. They wanna
I thought you
fucking
guys were talking about that list that they put out about the most overrated fighters.
That too. That
we got
too. I
to
heard
that
that for a
too.
minute. I'm still standing on the Canelo one. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I'm about to
You
discontinue.
can suck a dick.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like I remember some shit that Crawford said before the fight, and hey, bro. Nobody really wanted to nobody wanted to say anything about it, but it was true. When you look at a lot of the fights he had, and maybe this is a bit too nitpicky, he doesn't really have like that type of win. Like he doesn't have like a win, like for example, like Crawford has over him, for
Come
example.
on, come on. I know
Not
you
really.
messing around, right?
I'm
No,
okay, right? The only one that you could say for real is Triple G, right?
At 20, what was it? 21, 23 years old, Canelo's fighting Mayweather.
And
Come
losing.
on, bro. Come on,
No,
bro.
he was 23. Canelo was
Yeah, but that's
23 when
what
he
that's
fought
what I mean though.
Mayweather.
I
You
said
said he
that,
fought Mayweather.
23.
but I think
I didn't say he didn't have the
Hey,
fight. I said
Crawford,
the
what was
wins,
Crawford doing at 23 years old in boxing?
not
Not as
losing
He
good
to
as
was
Mayweather.
he
You
was
Mayweather.
still a
comparing two
prospect at
different
that time.
levels.
I
My
You're
think
thing
comparing
is
two
though,
different levels
look,
of
hold on,
fighters.
because I got you, bro. This is my only argument against that, and this is the only thing I have to say. If you're gonna talk like that, you have to show me a Bivol or a Mayweather that Crawford beat.
You didn't beat them though. Like that's like
No, because you're using Canelo's losses as a way to discredit him. So show me a Bivol or a Mayweather that Crawford beat, that he had the nuts to get in there with at 23 or at 175 and beat them.
is
I,
Canelo not
I
that at
still stand
168?
No, I'm
that
Wait,
when
is
telling you,
Canelo
Crawford,
not
you
that at
can't negate
168?
you can't negate what he's done just because he lost. He had the nuts to get in there and do it. These
Okay.
other fighters
Wait.
didn't.
Hold on. If we're gonna do that, then why don't we just say Sean Porter's the best welterweight of all time?
Oh, come
I
on
mean
now.
hell
that's an
Why
no.
not?
opinion.
He had the nuts to get in with all those guys. Like
Kell Brook gave him his first. That's funny, guy. Kell Brook's on that list when he's
That's
the
not
one
the
who took
argument being
Porter's
made.
O.
Kelbrook on that list is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
That
There's a
is
crazy.
kind
few
of wild.
people
I'm not
on
gonna
that
lie.
list that shouldn't be on there.
But
I don't
like
think
that's
was
the
not
try argument. If I'm
was
But
not
No,
guys,
even
because
to
no,
how
no,
do
no.
y'all
The
feel
person, no, no. The
about
person who
Crawford at
made that list,
140? I
the
think
person who
Pacquiao
made that list
in
started
his
watching
prime would have
boxing in
killed Crawford.
2020.
hell
at
no.
140 in his prime,
Hell
nah, because
No,
that's
no,
when Crawford was at his
Crawford
prime.
at 140 and Pacquiao when he was still at 147 before he retired and came back. There was a time that Pacquiao would have whooped Crawford's ass. I don't know what y'all
I
niggas is
don't
seeing.
believe that. I
All
don't
right.
understand
no.
why.
When he's
But
getting
okay,
dropped by
well,
Mean Machine, those times he getting dropped by Mean Machine and guys like that, Pacquiao at that time would have whooped his ass still, and that's still Pacquiao out of his prime. Don't ever compare Crawford to Pacquiao.
They kept Pacquiao away
wait,
from
because he got dropped. He
they
got
kept
Fuck
dropped.
out of
That's
here.
they
why he would lose.
Pacquiao
they
would kill him.
By lesser fighters.
why didn't Bob let them fight then?
Pacquiao's been
Because
dropped
Bob
a
No,
wants
lot
to,
and
the
he
never
only
wanted to
returned
eat
reason
off of
for it.
Crawford. Bob was trying to build his Moreno fighter. Nigga, that's it.
I
yeah,
mean,
well, no, what was it? Freddie Roach got interviewed.
And Pacquiao
Freddie
wanted
Roach
money.
was the one who said he never
Bob
wanted
is
that
cheap.
fight.
Bob don't want to pay Pacquiao. He didn't want to pay. At a certain point, Pacquiao had to leave because Bob was like, "I'm not gonna take losses on Pacquiao. He wants too much money now."
He do though. Peep the bullshit. 2021. We coming out the pandemic, right? Pacquiao versus Crawford becomes a conversation again. Bob told Manny 40 M's. This is out of COVID, homie. I'll fight him for 40 M's. Brody, you not trying to fight. It's very odd. Like you wasn't trying to fight him before. You wasn't trying to fight him in 2021. Bob was right. At the end of the day, you notice Bob don't deal with a lot of Canelos. He don't deal with a lot of people like that Cause yeah, that shit not sustainable to be kicking out that kind of money to one fighter.
Nah, yeah.
It's not
Facts.
sustainable. It really ain't. So
Not as for a
Shakur,
company.
if you want to go ahead. Edgar Berlanga, if you want to go ahead. Crawford, if you want to go ahead. Because it ends up the same way. You end up with a lot of guys that think because they did something, and it's hard to tell a fighter that's sweating in the gym and beating the shit out of people. Look, it's great that you're doing what you're doing, but your marquee value is what your marquee value is. Rigo was accomplished at 122, but that motherfucker couldn't sell out a high school auditorium. Like, now it is what it is, bro. You know? So, you know, thank God for turkey, right? Goya Malta. Porque si es Goya, tiene que ser bueno. Trying to get my sponsorship popping, bro.
What
You're gonna
about the
start
Indian?
making
They
fucking
have no Mata
arroz con
India?
gandules on the live shows.
They got Malta India. They got Malta India, but I
Yeah.
went with the Goya, bro. I sold my soul to Goya. Shout out to Goya, bro.
Okay.
Hey, both are good though. Actually, man.
You don't know nothing about no Malta country. Stop lying.
The hell I don't. I've been drinking that shit a long time.
How long?
Years, man. I even introduced that shit to my daughter.
Mm.
For real.
I don't know what the fuck this shit is after all these years.
I don't know
I,
what
I,
that
don't,
shit
I
is.
don't
What
know
is
what
that?
the fuck. I don't know what it is.
It's a
It's malt.
non-alcoholic malt
It's
drink, is
malt.
what it is.
That shit
It
help
comes.
you gain weight.
I think this is the sweat of children that work in like
You
sweatshops.
wrong for that.
Damn. Damn.
You know, shout out to sweat, bro. But shit, good. Country. Basically, they got a list of the top 10 most overrated boxers of the last 25 years. Ignacio, is it right to assume that Adrian Broner is the most overrated boxer of the last 25 years? You agree with that? He's most overrated out of everybody that's overrated. Broner takes the cake.
Mm.
Hey, you know what? I'd say he's top five. I don't know if he's number one, but he's definitely top five.
Mm.
I would say that either number 5 or number 3 could
Wait
be
a minute.
number
What's
1.
No,
Ronda
but
Rousey
I
doing
feel
on
like
there? She
Broner
ain't
gets
even
a
a
bad
boxer.
rep because he still
Bro,
fought
country, we all ask the
everybody. He
same
fought a lot
thing.
of guys, bro. Broner got
Wait
a
a minute.
nice little
Why is
resume.
Ronda Rousey on there? Why is Ronda Rousey on there? She's not a boxer.
Chat
That's the
GPT
first
couldn't
thing I
tell the
said.
difference, bro. Chat GPT.
I
Chat,
guess not. Damn.
Chat GPT don't know the difference. Now, is there a name,
Wait, was that made by
Ignacio,
Chat GPT?
that was made by Chat GPT? They asked Chat GPT who are the yeah, it
Oh,
says it right there. They asked it who are the most
Oh
overrated
shit! I just saw
boxers.
that right now.
I might have
Wow,
just
that's
seen that
funny.
too. Okay,
Yeah.
see, I said whoever made that started watching boxing in 2020.
Well, Chat GPT
Yeah.
ain't been around that long.
How the hell did Brooke and AJ end up on the bottom of that list?
We'll get to them. We'll get to them because the other thing about Brooke is Brooke was never rated all that highly though. Like Brooke was always a
No.
solid welterweight and a credible threat, but I don't remember nobody rating him all that highly. Like, nah,
Yeah,
I
I
ain't
Well,
gonna
mean,
lie.
but he was solid enough not to be on this list, is what I'm saying.
well, on paper, like, don't get me
Facts.
wrong, country. I understand what you're saying, but on paper, you could make a case that Brooke is
Hell no.
overrated just
He
because
was
No,
his
damaged goods.
biggest win was Sean Porter, and
with no with
Undefeated Sean
context,
Porter.
my dude,
That for everybody.
with context though, with context, if you remember the welterweight division at that time, nobody was in a hurry to fight Brooke. Nobody.
Right.
Remember,
Floyd was.
it was Manny and Floyd, and they doing their thing. Nobody's getting in the way of that shit, right? Right? So the other welterweights at the time, you got Keith Thurman coming through, you know, these people. They was not in a hurry to fight Brooke. They wasn't. He yelling at a Paulie Malignaggi across. He trying to get a Paulie Malignaggi fight. He wasn't trying to fight Big Kel Brock. Get that chocolate brownie. He wasn't. He wasn't trying to get that. You trying to see him. So I would not say that Brooke is overrated. I would just say that nobody rated him highly for him to be overrated. Like, nah, who had Brooke on a pound for pound? Who? Not
That's what I'm
me.
saying.
yeah, well, yeah,
I
he wasn't
I
considered a
think
pound for pound guy. That's for sure.
I think Brooke had pound
Yeah,
for pound balls because If it wasn't for Brooke fighting Triple G, nobody stepped up to the plate. Everybody was scared. All the middleweights were scared. A welterweight came, landed a couple punches, and said, "Oh, Triple G look a little human." And then they
Yep,
found their balls, and they were like, "Okay, we'll fight Triple G for 2 mil
that's a
now."
good point. That's a good
Come
point.
on,
Cause
man.
yeah, motherfuckers didn't want to do nothing with Triple G before that. I would say
Not for a long time.
I could never say that Brook was overrated because one, he was never pound for pound. I know that. He was never on that list. But also, he was never like ranked as the number one welterweight. So who overrated him?
Wait, wasn't he ranked as number one
Yeah.
welterweight at one time?
No. No.
Nah.
You sure?
Remember, at the time that Brook wins his IBF, right? In between that time, Floyd Mayweather was still around. Manny was still
Mhm.
around. The both
Title
of them was
holders.
ranked ahead of him. After Floyd retires, Timothy Bradley gets the WBO. He was
Oh
ranked
yeah.
ahead of Brook. Then
Yeah.
Bradley retires. Manny loses to Jeff Horn. Errol Spence is coming up. Errol Spence was ranked ahead of him.
Wait,
Crawford
just straight up? Wait, like
I
straight up ranked
believe
ahead
so.
of him before the title win.
Yes, that's why. Listen, I remember the Ring magazine articles at the time. Not only was he ranked ahead of Brook, they put him on the pound for pound right after he beat Brook. If anybody's overrated to me, it's Errol more than Brook because
Wait, 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 wait.
you had the hype behind you. You had the hype
Mm.
behind you. He
I
didn't.
don't.
Then
I don't
was
think it's even a question
are you
if
sure?
My
Then was
Errol
dude,
Brooke
was more
ranked like
hype.
three
bro,
or
at
something?
this time, Brook is going to gay bars and getting into knife fights and getting stabbed.
Damn.
Chocolate
Don't
brownie.
say gay
Yeah.
bars. Gay
N-
bars?
He
No,
No,
did
he
he,
kind of
got
be. He
stabbed.
was gay.
He got stabbed trying
Hey
to hook
yo,
up with
I
somebody.
Chocolate
Juice.
brownie.
heard that story a long time ago.
you
Or
see it?
allegedly, I'll say allegedly got
Chocolate
stabbed because
brownie.
of that.
He was at the what you think a chocolate brownie really is, Crypto? What you think he
Uh-huh.
talking about fighting? Chocolate brownie.
You talking
You
about a
see?
brown eye?
Chocolate
Whoa,
brownie.
I
that
don't
shit.
want to know.
That,
You gotta read the signs, bro. Like all
Come
that shit
on,
is
man.
code language, bro. Like he ain't talking about
Nah.
fighting when he talk about that chocolate brownie. You know that, right? Like
You
that's
talking
not
about a
what.
brown eye?
It's not my
That's
language.
not a
I
good
don't know that
bingo, man.
language, son.
some
Why you think
brownies.
Errol? Remember when Errol went to Sheffield? I don't know what you talking about, man. Remember he said, "I'm gonna give you this chocolate brownie," and Errol looked at him
Also,
like, "I
wait.
don't know
Arrow
what you
got all
talking
nervous
about,
and
homie."
shit.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
said,
Aside from Brooke, like
Arrow started stuttering and shit.
they were
uh,
they, they was throwing brownies at him on the way to the ring. He said,
I tell you,
throwing all
I wasn't
kinds of.
around for the hype, but was Jeff Lacey really like big enough for the to put on like a most overrated list?
I think he was. I think you can
there,
make the case
i-
that he
if
was.
you remember around that time, there was hype around Jeff Lacey. He got the IBF title, right? He got the left hook and
He
all the
got his ass
bullshit.
whooped by Cal
Cal
Kazaki's my
Slap.
guy.
I ain't gonna lie, Cal Slappy. That was one of them. That was one of those ass whoopings. That was one of
Yeah,
those.
that was a
Look,
career
not
altering
for
ass whooping
nothing.
that he took.
Not for nothing, Jules. His head movement, Joe's Calzaki, his head movement on a different level, bro. On the inside,
Canelo would have
I
beat.
never seen somebody
I
do
know what you're doing, Crypto, and Canelo would have beat him. You're
that.
not gonna convince
you
me
think you think
otherwise.
so?
Yeah,
Nah. Like what
yeah.
exactly
I
would he
don't
do
know,
against that?
man.
Y'all talking about a dude that throws combinations and is gonna fight mid range. The reason a lot of these guys have been surviving Canelo is by not doing that, with the exception of Crawford. But the reason a lot of these guys like Edgar and Chalo is because they moving away from him. So I'm gonna say, give me that Canelo that either fought Caleb Plant or fought Billy Joe Saunders. Give me that Canelo because he was still sharp when he fought them dudes, and he fought sharp. Give me that Canelo and give me the Jeff. Give me the Calzaghe that fought Jeff Lacey. Yeah, I got
The
Canelo.
the
I
one
got
that fought at mid
Canelo.
range
Yeah,
and
but
moved up
Yeah,
in the
Calzaki
ring
throw
at
a
the
lot of
same time.
punches too, man.
my dude,
He
Canelo at
got
his
good
very best.
output.
Canelo at his very best was a counterpuncher. If you gonna stand there and string together 3 and 4, yeah, he's gonna throw and he's gonna catch you in between. If we talking about a prime Canelo,
Mhm.
because he ain't in his prime no more. Neither is Crawford, by the way. So I don't say that to diminish that win. I
But
don't say
Calzaki bigger than Canelo though.
Yeah.
That too.
yo
He's
my dude.
taller, but he's
He
not
is
bigger.
naturally.
It
He's a
ain't
He's
bro.
naturally
It
bigger
ain't
taller.
even
fighter.
that. It ain't even that. It's that, bro. When the fuck is when is Canelo the big? All he do is fight motherfuckers that's bigger than him. That's all he do. I can't remember
Hey,
the last time a motherfucker was really smaller than Canelo.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's like
It
he's gonna
definitely
be
be a
fighting a
clash of
guy,
styles.
but he's gonna be fighting a guy that's gonna be bigger, arguably faster, but definitely
Hmm.
enhanced speed at least, faster feet,
IQ. Don't act like he
I'm
don't
not,
have
I'm not,
IQ,
I'm
southpaw.
bro.
not
Don't
hearing.
act
I'm
like
But
not.
that.
remember,
Bro, it's
this isn't a
Roy.
What you
guy.
not hearing?
Calzaghe was never a power puncher. He was literally
Roy,
just a guy who would
Roy
throw.
at Roy at 39 years old put this dude down. At
And he got back up.
39,
Wait,
huh?
Calzaghe was older than him.
You close that door.
Oh no,
Calzaghe
he
was
wasn't older than that. He wasn't. He
not
wasn't.
No,
older
he's
than
not.
rest.
He
You
wasn't.
see,
He
you
wasn't. But he was
see,
gonna
you
retire. But
see,
he was gonna
you
retire.
see.
He was gonna retire.
I
All
thought it
I'm
was Bernard
saying,
that put him down, wasn't it? Wasn't it
no, it
Bernard
was
that put him
Roy
down?
too. It was Roy too in the early part of the
I think
fight,
it's
like
both.
round 2, round 3, he put him down. He put him down.
Yep.
So motherfucker
Right.
not gonna tell me that a prime Canelo, yeah, he could
Yeah.
get Calzaghe. I don't see why not.
He can't
I
knock
don't
him
see.
out.
I'm talking about the Canelo that was. We talking about the Canelo that was going to Shane Mosley's body. We talking about that Canelo.
See, now
Right,
you're moving the goalpost though, but he can't knock him out. Like, bro, get off his
He
dick.
can't. How?
bro. No. I'm gonna say.
I mean, it's a
I'm.
fantasy fight at the end of the
No.
day. You can think
All
what
right,
you want.
look. As a Mexican, as a foundational black Mexican,
Mm.
Type shit.
Oh
Type
my
shit.
god!
shit. I have Canelo knocking him out. I do. I have Canelo
Yeah.
knocking him out. I do. Cause Canelo don't lose to Brits. I'm not hating on nobody, by the way, but real is real.
Wow. Well, lucky
Canelo don't.
Calzaghe isn't British.
I could give you that. I could give you that
He's
one.
He's not
from
British.
Wales, fam. He's
Yeah,
from
he's a Welsh.
Wales,
So
fam. That's
that's
He's,
not
part
a
of the
British place.
All
he's
right.
Italian
Yeah.
and Welsh. Is what he is. He's part Italian, part Welsh,
He's
but he,
British.
but he's from Wales.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't see a British flag when Calzaghe's flying. I see a Wales flag. That's not British.
All right. So we got to split hairs over this shit now.
It's
Is
a
what we got to do.
technicality, man.
All right,
You
bro.
say you
All right,
saying
bro.
split hairs, bro. It's a different country. Like, what do you mean?
Listen.
No, it's
Okay,
not. It's part of the United Kingdom.
it's part of the UK. They fly the Union Jack.
All right,
It's
so is
part
it
of the
UK
UK.
fighters he's better than, or is he just better
That's
than
what.
British
Okay,
fighters?
okay. Then let me rephrase. He don't lose to nobody that flies the Union Jack. And yes, Wales is part of the Union.
Okay.
It's part of it. So he don't lose to them guys, bro. Like,
Now,
nah,
Facts,
Canelo.
bro. Facts, bro.
in regards to that list, shouldn't Danny Garcia be on it?
That depends if you rated that motherfucker. That's a good
Nah.
shout, country. That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
I don't know,
For
unless you're
real.
like, I feel like it's
If
barely
you would
anybody
say
that really
Danny,
believes
then
that
you
shit.
have to say guys like fucking Khan.
Nah, Danny my
Mm,
God, Danny overrated. They've been talking about the Khan and Matisse fight for damn near 20
I mean,
years.
Danny fucked up when he went to 147. If you wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
yo,
take it
okay.
serious,
But crypto,
mhm,
understand, you know when he went to 147, right? Over
mhm,
10 years ago. Over 10
yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like, yo, dog, like motherfuckers really act like Danny was nice for a long time. Dog, he was at welterweight for over 10 years. That dude ain't nah. Danny is a glorified gatekeeper, man. I'm going always.
I mean,
That's a gatekeeper, bro.
listen, Sean Porter, you have to say that about Sean Porter because Danny and him
yeah,
have the
he
same
is.
type of resume. They've
He is a
lost,
great
they fought
fighter.
everybody and they lost to
No, they
top
don't.
guys.
Sean has
Danny
a
only
win.
lost to fucking Keith
Sean,
Thurman and
no,
Sean Porter in close ass fights.
we not doing that. Cause Sean got to win over Broner. Sean got to win over Malignaggi.
So
Sean got to win over
so
Ugas.
what? You
mean
making those
so
two
what?
names? Wait, those two names,
It's three
Malignaggi
names.
and Broner.
Three
You think
names.
Danny
Three
couldn't beat
names.
Malignaggi and Broner? He did beat
He
Malignaggi because
Yeah,
I
did.
he
think
Bro,
Danny
did.
fought
Danny
him.
was
Danny
fighting
fought
the
him.
Adrian
Danny fought him.
Granados, Brandon Rios, and the Ivan Red Catches of the
Bro,
world. Come
Sean
on now.
Porter looks
And yo,
shitty.
wait. You
Sean
can't
Porter
even
looks
say
shitty
that.
with
Wait,
Adrian
you can't even
Granados.
say
Granados
that.
put hands on Sean
Wait.
Porter.
You know, no. Not because he didn't just beat them three. He beat fucking Danny, bro, for the BC. That's how we
That's
got it.
nice. That was a split decision, bro.
So it still counts.
And on top of that,
That
Granados
like a split
fucking made
decision
Sean Porter
makes a
look like
difference.
shit.
Come on.
Sean Porter looked like shit versus Granados. Danny knocked him out.
And
They
Mauricio
are on the
Herrera
same
made
level, low
Danny
key.
look like shit. And Lamont Peterson made Danny look like shit. And motherfucking Sugar Danny couldn't even stop
Come
motherfucking
on, you know
Jose
Lamont.
Benavidez.
You know
Sugar
Lamont was on
Danny.
that shit. Lamar was on steroids
Bro,
for that fight.
they all
All
on some
right.
shit. Shout out to
He,
motherfucking
he didn't sit
Drew.
down one round.
Jules, skunkas have their place in society. That's what I'm trying to tell Villain, man. Like, I don't know why he hating on old girl. I think we need to get him on here and they need to have a debate. They need to have a debate.
Oh, what?
Do you really want to do that with
Come
villain?
on, Jules. You ain't gonna do that shit.
Yes, I would. Don't fucking tempt me. Yes, I
Villain's
would.
pretty brutal, man. I don't know. Man. He may not want
But
it.
but Danny is like I know I do not rate Danny in the same filing cabinet as Sean Porter. I have a deep veneration for Sean Porter. He was always arguably my favorite PBC fighter because I don't like none of them dudes. But Sean is made for TV. He was always
Yeah,
made for
I like
TV.
Porter.
He always fought
Whoa.
his ass off. I never seen a Sean Porter fight
Wait.
that I was bored. Don't do it.
That that's a
Sean
different
What?
Porter.
question then. That's a different
Well,
question then because like, hey, this is not about who's cool and who's a prick. Because if that's the case, yeah, I do fuck with Sean, but Loki, Sean and Danny, they eating at the same table.
No,
Yeah,
they order from
they're in the
they
same
order
level,
from
bro.
no. They order from the same restaurant. Danny sucks, bro, and you need
And
to
they getting
accept
the
that.
same food, bro.
Yo,
They ordering from
Danny
the same
sucks, bro.
restaurant.
Yo,
They getting the
bro,
same food.
when was Sean Porter ever unified champ or lineal champ in his life?
Here we go with the Danny shit, bro.
Because Danny
At
was.
one
So let me know.
at 140, right? At 140, right?
Who did he beat? He
It
beat the guy that
always
because
it
you brought up
always
Lamont, you brought
goes
up
back.
Lamont, but Lamont got knocked out by Matias.
I'm
Like
just
nothing.
saying, it always goes back to 140, don't
Come
it? Like
on, bro.
we can't talk about the last 10 years of Danny Garcia. We gotta go way back to the
You
first
said way
Obama
back.
Obama
He's got to go back to
administration,
2012, Jules.
Hey, hey,
right?
hey,
We gotta go back to the
Funny
Obama
that shit.
administration.
hey, but
For us
but but guess
for us
what?
to
But guess
for
what?
us
It's
to
there
say
though.
something good about Danny, we gotta go back to Obama's first term in the Oval Office, bro. And that's not crazy, right? Damn, dog.
I mean, hey, bro. Hey, look, they at the same table. I'm
No.
sorry, it is
No,
what it
no.
is, bro.
They order from the same restaurant, but Sean eat his food, bro. Sean eat his food.
Look.
Danny was at welterweight for a long time, and he didn't beat nobody. No one. No one. That's not the same as
But
Sean.
Porter
Sean could
lost to
say
everybody, bro.
he didn't lose
He
to
beat
Broner.
Danny. All he
He
did was
didn't lose
beat
to
Danny.
Broner. He didn't lose to Broner. Didn't lose to Danny.
Who's
Didn't lose to
Bronner?
Ugas.
You can't. You at this point, you can't use Bronner like that's a medal you
Bro,
get for beating
we
you.
just confirmed he's on a top 5 overrated list, bro. We can't use Roman.
Shout out to
Come on.
motherfucking Drew. How does Andrew Wilson come back from the news that he preaches red pill and he's baby daddy number
Oh,
4?
that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
one was
seen
rough.
that shit.
Yeah,
He
that
got
shit was rough.
cooked.
That
He
shit was
got
rough.
that was rough though. His wife is like fake pretty though. Like his wife is pretty. Like I've been in there. I've been nutting in there. I've been doing stuff in there. His wife is pretty.
Yeah, 3 other guys could say the same thing.
They can, but you know what this shit is. Look, I hear what the Democrat bitch was saying, right? They're like, yeah, she cooked them. But the shit is, yo, a lot of y'all bitches all been ran through. Like, let's be real. Like, be real. Yeah, a lot of y'all bitches been ran through. So it's like, and I don't really see him as I don't see Andrew Wilson as being more red pill. He's more on the side. I would say I view him as more of a misogynist. And I don't want to use that word, but a lot of the stances and perspectives that he has is how, yeah, like women's rights are really an illusion because they come from men and are created and protected and enforced by men. So what he really is in opposition of is misandry, the hate of men. You know, that's what I meant. That he goes at a lot of the girls that say a lot of negative shit about men, and it's like, well, if not for men, you would have no rights. There's plenty of places in the world you have no rights. You are a bunch of holes for weirdos to put their dick in. So before, and you know, that's what I seen from the dude. But yeah, that was a
In
bad
other
look. I ain't
countries,
gonna
to
front.
clarify, if somebody gonna
Yeah,
stop us just
to
clicking that gonna
clarify,
sound
yeah,
bad.
but
Yeah,
that's
because
really I know, but that's really a
No, that's
lot of the
facts.
debates and a lot of the debates and things that I've seen him in is to communicate that though. They're like, yeah, you know, if something go down, odds are you gonna call the cops, and odds are that them cops is gonna be men. The laws and protections that you benefit from as a Western woman were all created and enforced, are still enforced by men, which, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
So
bro.
how do
Think
you,
about it. Like, think if you're a woman and you're getting your ass beat,
I'm not
and they
touching this.
send you call the cops to come protect you, and two more women show up.
bruh?
Yeah. I was about to say that.
Yo, I seen the
Whoever
shit.
had
I
two
seen the
women
shit.
cops show up.
Yo, it was two women cops trying to arrest a dude at a bar, and they couldn't get him down. Y'all seen that video like 3 weeks
Oh,
ago?
I think I did. I think I
It was two
did.
women cops trying to arrest one guy, and they couldn't control him.
Didn't a
It was
man
a
have to help them?
you
Just shoot the
saying like,
motherfucker with the taser.
but
Yeah, that's
I
what I
mean,
was gonna say.
Yeah, like
okay,
yo, we wasting
it
time.
was it was a bitch in the sidewalk in New York. It's another video. It's an older video. She got punched square in her fucking mouth and got laid out.
Eesh.
So it's like
Oof.
I'm saying, like, but this is real shit. Like, it ain't like I'm making this real shit. It goes down,
I seen it.
Not
So
for nothing, Jules. You know what scared me? I was in New York in the bodega, and bro, I didn't know how to feel, bro. There was like this 6'3" transvestite cop,
All right, bro. All
black
right, bro.
black transvestite cop. I was
All
like,
right,
what the fuck? I'm like, he
yo,
can't search. He can't search the females, right?
Hey,
That
hey,
nigga said,
you know
hey,
"What
what,
planet
Kershaw,
are
that's
you
the
from?"
motherfucker that comes after you in your nightmares and shit, man.
yo,
I was like,
dog, like,
how did they? I didn't know they. I thought they had like a code or something, like a dress code. I'm
yo,
like,
I would have went to a
nah.
different. Yeah, I would have had to go to a different boat. Or you know what? I'd have been outside the bodega smoking till that cop come out. Like, yeah, I ain't going. I'm not going in here, bro.
Then y'all should probably
I,
stay out of Atlanta.
and
I'm
bro,
gonna
when I
sit on
tell
this milk
you,
crate.
he had the like the ice grill. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm
Oh no, man.
scared.
I'd have straight up been exit stage right out of
Fuck
there.
that.
Gone.
Shout out to Drew Porter
That
beat
nigga
Usyk and
crazy.
Danny lost to Lara for real, for real.
In the
So,
amateurs when they were both
but
160 pounds.
but I tell you that, like, yeah, Andrew Wilson got cooked, man. He did get cooked, but it's childish to think that because she said that it invalidates the facts of the matter that he has said, and that's just the world we live in. That, you know what I notice about this generation, they just don't like reality, because that's what y'all trying to run from. It's true. If not for men,
Wait,
there's
clarify real quick.
nobody to eh,
Was that what they were talking about during that thing, or is that just his views
basic.
overall?
No, they was going back and forth, and she said she brought up that his wife, had three other baby daddies. That's what she brought up. But she brought that up as a means to invalidate the points that he was making. And it's like, well, that doesn't really do that. That doesn't change what
Nope.
he said to you or in the past. If something
Nah.
go down, you relying on men to help your ass. The infrastructure that
The
makes your
host,
life the way
yeah,
it is, the whole everything about your life as a
everything.
Western woman relies on the hard work and the backs of men. It's
If
reality.
okay,
Slave
okay,
labor,
if we're
prison
talking
labor, all type of
about
shit.
that clip, I'll say specifically, I don't think I'll be real. I don't think she was trying to make a point. What happened, like, because 2 seconds before it, I remember he basically said, I've made a lot of great points, and it's not that I've made like bad points or I'm not a good person like that's making debates. The reason why you don't understand this is because you're fucking stupid. And once she heard that shit, yeah, it got bad. Like she said, all right, well, let me try to get
Yeah,
you on my
but
side of the argument. You
but
got
yeah,
three
but
baby daddies or whatever.
hindsight is 2020 though. You didn't prove you not stupid by bringing up his marital situation. Bitch, you are stupid. Like, motherfuckers got to start being like, yeah, motherfuckers got to be real and stop entertaining stupid shit on a day-to-day scale. They're like, yeah, you a dumbass. You dumb. I ain't fucking up. What does my wife and her kids got to do with you being stupid? You should have, like, if it's me, yeah, it wouldn't be me. But if it's me, yeah, you gotta get got. Well, what the fuck does that have to do with you being a moron? What does that have to do with you being a moron? It's just he ain't get gully with the bitch. So yeah, it was a bad
Jules,
look.
this is
It was
the
a bad look.
this is the same generation of women that are out here talking about fucking in order for a dude to date them, they can't take them to a fucking chain restaurant. Fuck out of here.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, this is the same generation of women that are talking about, oh, you gotta take me to a fucking steakhouse and shit the first time you go out with me. What the fuck?
A lot
You're
of the dating
tripping.
scene, a lot of the
Bitch, you
dating
lucky you
scene,
get
right?
some McDonald's and
They get
Kool-Aid.
mad, a lot of the dating scene, right? For example, if you're a member of the black community like me, they don't want you to date white bitches. And then, but they don't want you to date foreign bitches either. No passport bros. So also I just gotta put up with you and your bullshit. And your bullshit is, oh, I gotta pay for every motherfucking thing. And you don't gotta do nothing. Like you don't even gotta suck no dick. You don't gotta do nothing. I just gotta pay for everything and die. Basically, yeah, get the fuck out of here. But that's reality, though. It is that bad, though. No, it
For a lot
is.
of men,
They
for a
don't.
lot of men,
They
that's
don't want.
reality.
They don't want you dating white bitches. Nope, can't date the snow bunnies. But they don't want you going to Cambodia. Cambodia. You can't date them bitches neither. Apparently, because something wrong with that, right?
He just
Fucking
came out
Jules,
of
I'm
nowhere
surprised.
with that
I'm
shit.
surprised you didn't say love you long time.
Oh no, that's the Japanese bitches. I know you learn time. That's the Japanese. You can't go to
Uh,
Cambodia. You can't go to the Philippines and get you. No, because they don't want you doing nothing. They don't want you doing, and that's. It's like before what I noticed about the previous era that I came from, and the people that I saw from the previous era before mine. They knew they had roles, and even if they didn't really like them, there was a sense of duty. You're a mother, you got to take care of your babies. You are a father, if you are a father, because not everybody is, you got to provide. You may not like it, you may be tired, you just want to drink beer and you don't want to hear shit, but you got a duty. This era, where it's different from all the eras before it, is they wish to absolve themselves of duty and roles. Like, yeah, there's
Yep.
roles. There's a gender role, ma. You are physically weaker than I am. And I understand that, right? So if something going down, the men are here to protect you, whether you like them or not. But that's what they're here to do because that's what they literally do. You call the cops, odds are when the cops get there, it's not going to be 3-4 women. It's going to be a bunch of guys. It is. You know what I mean? Everything you benefit from does stem from men. If we don't hold it up, it don't work. You see what it is? So for the movement to now become, oh, the patriarchy, oh, they're oppressing us. Bitch, you can leave. You can leave. Go ahead. Go where it's better, ma. Go to fucking Iran. Go ahead. Go to Gaza. Because y'all don't like Israel. Go to Gaza and see how it work out. Bitch.
Yeah, don't go over
They
there.
want Sharia law. They
and
want
get
Sharia law.
Abdul get the rock.
Sharia law. They fucking voted for Mom Donnie. All these fucking weirdos is eating rice with their fucking hand. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with a
Yo,
lot
bro,
of
I was
y'all?
bugged out when I seen that in a restaurant. I go, man, see everybody using their hands to eat. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
This shit
Wow.
disgusting.
And they
This
got their
shit
feet out. You know, they got their chancletas.
you
I'm
know
like,
what that shit gross is because of what they not saying. Yo, dog, people scratch their dick. You know that, right? They scratch their fucking dick, bro. They scratch it. Right? Motherfucker scratch his ass
I've
like,
been
damn,
scratching it this whole
shit
life.
itch. Shit itch. Right, motherfucking bitch, all in her titty. Dry titty sweat under the titty. You know what I'm saying? And then you gonna take that hand and put it in that rice and eat that rice and put it in your disgusting ass mouth. That's why you don't do
ooh,
shit like that. That's what
that's savage.
utensils are for. That's what utensils are for. So I don't get
Western
the
world.
ball sweat on my rice.
Or
Shit is
if
this.
you are gonna eat with your hands, you have a plate all to yourself, so nobody else is digging in it. You know what I'm saying?
No, because the shit is also it's etiquette. Like what I don't like. So I saw a video, for example. I don't like imbalances. Maybe I'm like mildly autistic or something because I always catch the shit.
Oh, you're
Nobody
autistic, bro.
considers shut your ass up. Nobody ever cries about colonization when it comes to Islamic countries and Muslim countries or territories that were conquered by Islam. It's not colonization when they do it, but whenever it involves some Caucasoids, oh, now it's colonization. Because the whole movement of we're not gonna use knives and forks anymore because we Barney Rubble out here, right? All of that is like, oh well, that's some European shit. The Europeans did that. All right then. All right then. I dig that. So you want to go back to wearing loincloths then? I guess, right? Like you want to go back to living in mud huts and because you could do that. There's places they still doing that. You know what I mean? It's this champagne bullshit. It's like Y'all don't believe in nothing, man. Y'all don't believe in nothing. You are so lost. You don't know how good you have it because you ain't been out there with them savages, and they still out there. They still out there, but you wouldn't fucking know because you benefit from all the good stuff in the West. It's the fucking most ridiculous thing I ever seen. You ain't seen what the fuck is out there. But if you did, I guarantee you would appreciate the American way of life. It ain't perfect, but no place is perfect. No place is perfect.
It's
Shout out
crazy,
to the
Jules, because
USA.
it's like almost to be racist to be pro-American. If you patriotic now you're a racist.
For real, like I
Yeah.
love this country. I ain't motherfucker not gonna tell me to not love America. I wouldn't want to live nowhere else. Suck my dick. No,
Facts.
I don't want to live nowhere
I
else. I
love
want to live
Puerto
here.
Rico, but I would never want to grow up on the island. I'm glad I'm born in the States from New
Right?
York.
I fucking love it here, bro. You bugging. I don't want to live nowhere else. Fuck out of here. America is popping. We the shit, bro. We got the titties in the ass. We the shit. I don't want ain't motherfuckers climbing over each other. That's my wife, right? Motherfuckers motherfuckers is climbing over each other to come over here. You understand? And they've
Yeah,
been doing that. They climb. Motherfuckers is getting on boats. They dealing with the
yeah.
coyotes and shit to come over here, B.
Tunnels.
Right? Tunnel systems is cocaine, it's crack, it's meth. What you need, we got. We got it. Come here, we got it. Fuck is you talking about? Shout out to the USA. We got it.
USA.
Sh-
USA.
Shout out to Virtuoso. I guess Al Ali was a
Oh,
savage then. What, Muhammad Ali? No, I wasn't talking about. No, see. He's fucking Democrats, man. I'm trying to tell you, he's fucking Democrats. He took what I said out of context. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, there is real fascism in the world. You guys pretend that you're oppressed. You're not, because there is real fascism in the world, and y'all wouldn't last 1 second. Real fascism, you don't get to say half the shit y'all run around saying in this country. You only get to say that shit because of how free you are, and because you're such a big ingrate, you don't appreciate it. Because in real fascist regimes, you wouldn't get to say shit at all.
Their social score would be annihilated if this was in China. If these people were in
Trying,
China, they shut off their
trying
bank.
to
They
tell
want to be able to
you.
get on the train.
Trying to tell you that the only reason you got so many champagne socialists on the left is because they're that big ingrates. A lot of the shit y'all say, yeah, if you tried that shit in a real fascist country, yeah, it ain't gonna be like the way it is here. Y'all pretend that it's the fascism. You know, it's not the fascism that you ain't got no money. It's not the fascism that you don't like your job. That's your fault. You don't like your job? Hey, pick up a trade, get a better one. It's on you. But that's not the way the people on the left think. It's just like I'm being written. No, it's not. Your life is your own responsibility. All aspects of it is your responsibility. And if you don't like it, I hate to break the news to you, but it ain't the Cheeto man's fault. And it's not Elon's fault. And then not because I like Elon or Jeff Bezos, but they not the reason your life ain't shit. They're not. That's your fault. You sell more drugs, sell more, right?
You just have
Life
to
is hard.
eat more
Use
bacon.
more drugs. Eat more bacon. I'm saying that. I'm said that. Eat
lift more
more.
weight.
Lift more weight. Eat more box. Have more sex. Do more shit. Cause it ain't. Cause listen, it ain't Elon fault that you
He
ain't
said
shit.
have
It's
more.
not Elon. Elon don't come in here and take no bacon from me. He ain't do nothing to me. Elon.
He ain't
Why
take.
we mad at billionaires? It's not that I like billionaires. It's that if you got a problem, like anything else in life, if you got a problem, you first have to admit you have a problem to fix it. And y'all problem is y'all don't want to admit y'all are the problem. You're the problem. It ain't Jeff. It ain't Elon. They don't know y'all. They ain't walk in your house and take nothing from you. Man, that was a good speech, man. I should be a
Gay
I
shit
like
and
Tony Robbins.
immigrants.
My thing is though, like there's a lot.
Oh
My thing
That's
shit.
is like there are a
Jules'
lot of
motto:
people who
gay
think that
shit and
like now
immigrants.
now that they
Jules,
know how
you're
the world
wilding, man.
works, they're
You
like,
straight wilding.
That's the left in 2 words, bro. Gay shit and illegal immigration. I'll be back after
Mm.
these commercial messages.
Oh man.
No, there's a
I'm
lot of
just
people
waiting
who
for
have like
Jules to put up a
existential
banner behind him that
crises.
says that country.
I know, right?
You know, people will have existential crises, and then like they'll panic about the view of the world and like the politics and how it all links up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll start saying like, oh well, once you know how it all works, you can't really go back to how you used to think and live. It's like you just stop giving a fuck. Like I
The
stop
problem
like
is that
stop paying
Jules is
attention to all
right.
that
A lot
shit.
of motherfuckers have never been outside of the United States, so they don't really know what it's like to be somewhere else. Like, I hate when people in the US say they're poor. No, motherfucker, if you went to another part of the world, you'd really see what poor was like.
Yeah, we live in a lot of overabundance and we have overchoice to the point that it's
Yep.
like mad ridiculous.
Yep.
And a lot of people don't realize how good we actually have it here. I mean, well, again, I mean, not everything is great, but we have a lot of things that are really good. And you
Yeah.
know, a
I
lot of
mean,
people.
country,
That's why a lot of people.
this is the only country in the world that literally people get fucking money for almost anything you can think of. Social security,
Yeah,
fucking food stamps,
government aid. Yeah.
housing. Like, there's not a whole lot of other parts of the world where you get that shit.
Nope. Nope. Governments around the world don't take care of their people
Exactly. They
in the
don't
same
they
way.
don't do what they do here a lot of places. In a
Most
lot of
people.
other parts of the world, if you're poor, you're fucked because they're not going to help you.
Well, you know, I mean, I liken it, even though it's a different situation. I liken it to the time when I was driving truck and Mr. California jeans, t-shirt, and tennis shoes, and I'm in Iowa, stopping to get fuel in like damn near snow blizzard conditions, right? And I go to open the door, and it was so cold when I opened the door, it bit me all the way through my muscles, my skin to the bone, and made me slam the door shut, right? I mean, it was bad. And then but I liken that to what we're talking about in this way is that, you know, I thought I knew what cold was, right? No, I didn't. Get it
Oh yeah.
over there. I knew what real cold was, and it's the same principle we're talking about with how good we have it here, and people that haven't been outside of here think it's so bad. And they go somewhere else, they're gonna find out that this place is not as bad as they thought.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem is that a lot of people have never even been outside of their own city. So it's just
Well,
kind of
Yeah.
comical to
wait,
hear motherfuckers complain about shit.
did you guys see that video that one black chick that moved to Russia? And it was so fucked up. Like she experienced racism and shit over there and all kinds of shit. And now she's like coming back. She's like, fuck this. I
Yeah.
can't live over here. She's coming back.
I mean, Russia. I would say it's not. She didn't experience racism. She just experienced Russia, and Russia is
Well,
not the
yeah, no, but
friendliest
that's what
place
she
to
was
be
saying.
in.
I'm not saying. I mean, that's what she was saying. But you
Like,
know, either way, I mean, she
not a
fucked
lot of
around and
smiles in
found out.
Russia.
Well, the thing is, country, I've seen videos of not people in Russia. I've seen videos like where black people have like sat in other European countries and they literally will film people either quote unquote staring at them or making comments, and they'll put in the video like, why are these people racist towards me? Like, dude, that's a lot of fucking places in the world don't like black folks, and it's just weird how they act shocked that these people are racist towards them. It's like, come on, like, you should know by now that certain places in the world are not going to be very accepting of people who don't look like them.
What's
Some,
crazy
not
for
all.
me is I have a coworker that's black, parents in the military, was living overseas, and he said he never experienced racism, and he lived in Germany, so he was like 9 7 9 years old, and he said he didn't know what racism was till he came to America.
Yeah, I've heard somebody say
Yeah.
that.
That's crazy,
Okay.
right? He said Germany. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
Germany?
pretty.
America,
But
fuck
but then
yeah.
but then at the same time though, a lot of people who are in the military, are they really living the actual German experience? Because they usually live on military bases. I mean, how many of them are really interacting with German people every day?
I mean,
Hey,
they live in there. You still gotta, experience
hey,
the culture.
B Wayne 88 says black folks don't even like black
That's
folks around
facts.
the world. That's funny.
Yeah, so like those videos, country, I've seen those videos like where they're in another part of the world, and then they're like, I didn't know people were like, what? What rock have you been fucking living under that some people aren't racist? Like, come on, like you
Well,
can't
some where
expect shit to
people were
be different.
I've seen some where people were happy, and I've seen others where they weren't, and they're coming back here. So it's like, it's just, but it just trips me out. It's like, you know, again, things aren't 100% great here. We have a lot of problems, a lot of flaws, but it's still not as bad as a lot of other places are in comparison, man.
You
It really isn't.
see, if you grew up in feudal Japan like I did, country, you would appreciate the United. My daughter looking.
Feudal Japan.
Feudal.
But I'm just being real that like the places that a lot of our parents come from are much worse than this, which is why they came here. So you got to appreciate that. That's how it is, you know. You got people that they climb, yeah, they be trying because it's good over here. You can't act like it's not good. It's not perfect, but I'm like, I show me the place that is the perfect place. Cause I don't. If there's a perfect place, I don't know where it is.
Yeah,
Why the-
exactly.
if it's perfect, then why is everybody coming over here?
Taylor Swift's
If it's
asshole.
shout out to Taylor, bro. This is for them Taylors. This is for them Taylors. Y'all don't know that song? Wiz Khalifa?
No, bro.
This is
I
for
don't
them
think so.
Taylors. This is
Why
for
would
them
you even ask a
Taylors.
I
group
know
of
that
men
song.
if y'all know that song?
See,
Hey,
Crypto knew that song. Crip knew that song. This is for them
Taylor Gang.
Taylors.
Taylor Gang.
Taylor gang. If you want it,
Oh,
then I got it. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm
hey,
going to
Jules.
sleep, yo. I'm
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
Well,
finna
sleep,
crash
yo.
out,
Fucking
y'all. I'm gonna
tired,
holler
yo.
at y'all.
all right,
what
man.
is
I'll ask a question on
All
the
right,
next line.
fucking feudal Jules.
I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Have a good night, Jules.